the Moose. Well, that's Mac the Moose here in Moose Jaw, where we are for this year's Scotties Tournament of Hearts. She is the crowd favorite this week here in Moose Jaw, making her 4th appearance. Stefanie Lawton has her sights now on the podium for the first time. A last-minute lineup change, well, it hasn't deterred Lawton's ladies. Despite a couple of tough losses, Saskatchewan has rebounded quite nicely, thank you. They just need to keep those wins coming. So can they make it? 3 in a row. Standing in their way, the crew from the Mayflower. Arsenault, Lawton, draw 10, Scotties continues. It is day 4 of the Scotties, and it's that time of the week when you look at the standings and you go, we have to keep winning. There was no morning draw, just this afternoon, draw 9, and our featured game was Ontario against British Columbia. You see BC sitting at the back edge of the 4. Ontario skipped all-rookie team out of Thornhill and Julie Hastings against Patty Knesevic and her team from Prince George. And you talk about a great draw, great rushing. Feather 1. Feather 2, get the shot blocked. That's the way you do it. That's the way you score 2, as she rolled on to a 9-4 win over BC. Elsewhere on the ice, Manitoba keep on winning. Jennifer Jones over Quebec as she stole 6 points. Prince Edward Island keeps themselves alive, beating Nova Scotia, and Newfoundland and Labrador still in the race with a 6-4 win over Northern Ontario. So here's what I mean. You're down at that 3-loss level, or if you're 4, Nova Scotia tonight, for them, this really is a must-win. We always believe that 5 is too many. And also, you can help the other teams. If you win and beat Saskatchewan, you bring them back to the pack. As on this Tuesday night, we say hello, Canada. Welcome back to our continuing coverage. Cheryl and Russ alongside. It is Saskatchewan against Nova Scotia, our feature. Interesting, when we started this, Saskatchewan was one of the stories, one of the teams we were talking about.
Yeah, pick. The one curler I thought might struggle in this entire event is Stefanie Lawton herself. Just had a baby boy in the fall, did no curling whatsoever, showed up at the provincials, managed to get through that. The #1 skip so far. She does it with that simple game we've talked about. We've even criticized that she's a little bit simpler, but that's her style. That allows her to do what she does. She's a shot maker. She's making them all.
When it comes to Nova Scotia, what do you think is the biggest difference between these two teams?
I think the disparity has been at the skip position, but Marianne, she's had some really tough shots. And I think because she's been skipping herself into that position. However, you need rocks in play against this Saskatchewan team, but do it smartly. Junk it up when you have hammer and make sure you leave yourself 2 routes to that forefoot.
The game plan is brought to you by World Financial Group, helping families have better financial futures. It's our feature, Saskatchewan, Nova Scotia on a Tuesday night. Listen to the crowd. They'll get the 2, Saskatchewan. And that will be the win for Nova Scotia.
The 2015 Scotties Tournament of Hearts is brought to you by Purex Bathroom Tissue. Purex, 90 years of pure comfort. The 2015 Scotties Tournament of Hearts is brought to you by World Financial Group, helping Canadians have better financial futures. By Tim Hortons, official coffee of the Canadian Curling Association. And by Home Hardware, homeowners helping homeowners with expert advice.
So as we check all the games on the ice, keep in mind 3 and 4 losses. There's Newfoundland Labrador. Heather Strong, 3 losses, goes against Team Canada. That's our featured match on Sheet B, Saskatchewan and Nova Scotia. On Sheet C, one team looking to win their first, Quebec trying to win their second, and it's going to be tough for Patty Knesevic out of Prince George as she goes against Alberta. Val Sweeting trying to win 6 straight to join Manitoba top of the table. So Saskatchewan and Nova Scotia. That's our feature on this Tuesday night. Time to meet the teams now. Brought to you by Home Hardware. Homeowners helping homeowners with expert advice.
Hi, I'm Stefanie Lawton, skip of Team Saskatchewan. At lead is Marlies Kasner. Our second is Steph Schmidt. Our third is Sherry Anderson. And we curl out of the Nutana Curling Club in Saskatoon.
Hi, I'm Marianne Arsenault, skip of Team Nova Scotia. Our lead is Jennifer Baxter. Our second is Jane Snyder. Our third is Christina Black. And we curl out of the Mayflower Curling Club in Halifax, Nova Scotia.
She actually thought about retiring after last year, Marianne Arsenault. But when she put this team together, she wanted a team that could compete, and indeed they did when they won the Nova Scotia Championship, beating a four-time Ontario winner in Teresa Breen. Saskatchewan has won the draw to the button, and so they will have the last rock. They will have the hammer in this first end, playing the Redstones, Nova Scotia the yellow. And to get us going on this Shrove Tuesday, hope you had pancakes for dinner. Brings back great childhood memories. Nova Scotia's Jennifer Baxter.
Well, Nova Scotia's lost a couple tough ones just as recently as this morning to PI, and they have to turn it around here big time. And this is, as you said, Beck, it's probably a must-win here.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you can always let the first three, Cheryl, get away. And if that's the case of Manitoba and Alberta and Team Canada, and yes, there are still many games to play. Let them go. But somebody has to come back. Somebody has to be able to be caught. And right now, that team is Saskatchewan.
Yeah, you have, you know, and it's nice as a team for Nova Scotia. It's in your hands. You really have control over this. You can bring that team back to you. So the biggest thing I think here, being the away team, is you need to somehow figure out a way to bring this crowd out of it, because there is so much Saskatchewan support and they're so loud, and that can be really disconcerting for the away team.
If anybody knows that how to do that, it would be Marianne Arsenault. She's only been in this thing 12 times.
Good. Not even a nose. Good. Sorry, I didn't realize it was that heavy.
I'm sure Marianne's talked to her team about it too, and you know what that is like, and when the crowds get like that, and what you need to do, and so they'll be aware.
I don't think so. Okay. 16.
Sometimes that could help, even though there's a lot of rookies on the Nova Scotia team. That energy, there's no reason why you can't harness it yourself. And the crowds are so polite here. They will. Nova Scotia makes a run back or a double, they'll be applauding. It's awesome.
Yeah, they're great. It's an educated crowd, and yeah, it's your choice how you view it. You know, you can embrace having these fans here cheering you on, and that's the best thing.
Get it over here. Pass it. Get it over here. Go, 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 go.
Okay, good sweep.
Good shot. Shot. Wasn't curling.
Stephanie doesn't do this very often, and I think it's a great idea. She usually keeps it simple for the longest time, but I think that shows to her confidence level right now. She's curling so well, 84%. A lot of really good draw shots too. Her draw percentage is actually higher than anybody out here. She's got it here at 87% for the week. That's unbelievable.
Yeah,
so we know she's a legendary hitter, so you put that package together, I think that's why we see this aggressive start.
Well, and it's amazing, those numbers, when she's been off most of the year. Like, I find that incredible.
Yeah, it does.
Your first real competition was the provincials.
Well, and I think I mentioned to you in the car on the way over that we were a little critical of Stefanie Schmidt and the way she started out. When I chatted to her, she said, look, I was nervous. But the other thing to keep in mind was they had not played together. They had practiced, certainly, but she and Stefanie Lawton had just come back to the team, did not play in the provincials. That was only her first game with her. So it comes down to that ice rating. It's always nice to see the familiar face of a two-time Canadian, two-time world champion, Rick Folk, on the coaching bench for Saskatchewan. And as we say good evening, Kathy Gauthier, a little different for him this year.
Well, it really is. I don't think that people realize the extent of the changes. Sherry Singler got a new job. Marlies went back to teaching. Steph was having a baby. It was just him and Sherry Anderson for the most part. And when they've come back, it's not been the role of the strategy guy. That's what we're used to him being as. It has been to pull the players back and to have them focus. He talked about their losses and said, you know, they're not thinking the things they always have in the past. If I don't make this shot, where's the next best place that I can be? It's been all or nothing. They get down early and they've struggled. He felt they needed to start by having a really good pre-game warm-up today and winning last rock and going from there. So far, so good.
A little more.
Well, and that's what we were talking about, Russ. Last rock is huge to this Saskatchewan team. Every game they've had last rock to start, they've won.
Yeah, they are wonderful front runners, and Stephanie's made a couple draws, a beautiful draw to win earlier in the week against Ontario. So it's an interesting situation for Stefanie. We might see her be aggressive early, which is rare.
Well, confidence gives you that.
Doesn't it?
You know, it just makes it, you'll call a different game if that 4-foot looks way bigger than it normally does. It looks like the 8-foot.
Easy peel.
And to your point, they grab it too early, and it could be a long evening for Nova Scotia.
We're just going to pile them up.
And of course, the reason is Kathy made mention, there is Sherry Singler, and how difficult it must be for her. Not to be on the ice. Twisted her ankle, slipping on the ice in the driveway. And they waited as long as they could before making the decision. And that's how Stefanie Schmidt came to be with the team. Now, she was with the team while Stefanie Lawton was off on, I'll call it maternity leave, and away from the game. And having had her son, Eric, just 5 months ago. But then during the provincial play downs, Stefanie was back, Sherry played, got hurt, and now the decision to step aside and Stefanie Schmidt step in.
You have to feel for Sherry Singler to have to watch when you know how much she wants to be out on this ice. It's a tough position to be in.
And Sherry was curling really well. As I mentioned before, I was there for the whole event, and in the final, Sherry threw 20 takeouts, never missed anything. Look at Stefanie, though. We talked about her, you know, Stefanie Schmidt, the first game, you know, a little bit nervous, but she's up to 4th in the stats. So she's making a lot of shots also.
Yeah, all I think that really was just Stefanie Lawton getting used to putting the broom down for her. And then once they figured that out, I mean, they've both been great ever since.
Okay. Regular? Yeah. Let's go, sure.
This is what they do. They patience, got a corner guard now. One hit and roll, and you have a chance to score 2.
9-5. 9-5. Pretty big.
Sherry Anderson would love to get just across that nose, flip in behind those wide corners if they can. Had the idea, just didn't finish.
Well, the ice out here has been helping the stats as well. It's been fabulous with the curl. They've been getting the consistency on the weight. The curlers have been raving about it, and really nothing coming down even in the extra end that we've seen. The slide path's been holding up fairly well, which is impressive when you've got so much practice before the game.
Pardon?
Yeah, they're really 12-in games, aren't they, with practice? That's a long time to keep the pebble up. For anybody that hasn't been watching, this side, inside out, will go a little more than outside in, but we've noticed a trend lately that we're starting to get a little more curl when you're drawing to the button. But this was, the last time we were on this sheet was game number 1, and it was the straightest sheet. We'll see if David's changed it around a little bit.
David being Dave Merklinger, the head ice technician, and his crew that really has done a wonderful job after day 1. When the 2 center sheets were just a little bit off, not quite the same as the outside sheets, but now I'm fair to say everything's pretty much the same.
And it's funny, Vic, it's Jennifer Jones really struggled day 1 because it wasn't what she's played on 6 million times. Right. It was almost an advantage to the teams that hadn't been here, but now that David's figured it out, just like the curlers have, and it's gorgeous.
The others in practice too.
Yeah. Okay.
You threw the other turn here, first shot, okay?
Yeah, let's stick it. In practice, I meant.
lot of teams used to try to roll here. And we've watched so many games over the years. You manage to roll out, then that allows Marianne to get one buried and you can't bank. And even if you roll buried, you're behind the tee line and you might not be able to blank either. So it just makes some sense to hit it dead on.
Good shot.
No, the roll behind the tee line, they play the freeze, and now you're...
Good sweeping.
That's good. Wait.
That was 9.5.
You have to factor in your opponent, don't you?
Thanks. Threw that one good. Hey, it moved. I figured it would a bit.
Well, I called him right out of your hand. I thought maybe, if anything, a smidge tight, but it did move up. Yeah.
Yeah. Marliese is in practice, like, worked.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
they curve more this way than this way.
Agreed.
And that 4-foot line, yours throws through there.
So she had to rebuild her team this year. Jennifer Baxter, her lead, is still with her from 13. And they played in Kitchener, or rather Kingston, both with K's, strong cities. And then Christina Black and Jane Snyder are a couple of mixed champions out of Nova Scotia 2 times over.
Straight with that one.
You hear that more and more at a certain age. And Mary Ann's been there.
Excellent.
She said, if the only way I'm going to play Cheryl is if I'm going to be competitive.
And
she had to find some people that wanted to be as competitive as she is.
Exactly, and with her record and what she's done in her career, you're not satisfied unless you're playing at the top of your game. So, and finding people that have that level of commitment and want to put that time in is always tough. I give her credit for rebuilding. That's even a lot of work, rebuilding a team. You have to go over everything again, all the concepts of how you play and what your thought process is out there. It's a lot of work.
Whoa!
Final stone. Yes! Here in one and looking for the blank.
Yep! Touchdown, girl. Good one.
So the blank goes on the board. Saskatchewan gave it a go. Got a little offensive. Just couldn't make it work. That's our feature on this Tuesday night at Moose Jaw. It's a day with just a couple of draws, and on this Tuesday night, let's start our updates with Newfoundland and Labrador playing Team Canada. Heather Strong out of St. John's. One of those teams at 3 losses, Kathy.
Well, she needs to get to the 4-foot, Vic. Rachel Homan went around on her final stone, but it's that deep one at the back of the 4. Needs to get by the front.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
No, hurry hard.
Very hard. And as you might expect, the team from the rock hits the rock. And that is a steal of 2. Team Canada out in front on a night when some teams will make moves here at the Scotties. We were a little taken aback just because Saskatchewan made a move. Not like Stefanie Lawton. But as you say, she's playing very well, showing some confidence. And may also read the statistical report too and see that Marianne Arsenault is struggling a little bit. So the blank in the first means that once again, Saskatchewan does have the last rock here in 2 playing the Redstone. I
think that's definitely the case, Vic. Nova Scotia's thrown nearly 100 more draws than Saskatchewan because Saskatchewan plays a defensive, conservative style. But Marianne's down at 69% compared to Stefanie Lawton, who's number 1 at 84. So I think Stefanie is reading the stats and saying, hey, I'm confident, I'm good with the ice. The team's playing good in front of me. Let's put some pressure on these guys.
Really hard! Right up! Hard! Right up! Quick! Quick! You still got it hard! Quick! Actually,
Finn can't hold it behind the center guard. It'll spill out into the open, pulling the 8.
Throw the yellow one. Oh. What are you throwing, 7-8? No, you're 3-4.
New Brunswick with last rock, trying to win their first. Sylvie Robichaud out of Moncton scores 2 against Quebec and Lauren Mann.
I was looking at it like, that doesn't make sense.
Well, back to your point, Russ, you know, each team, they arrive at their wins in different fashions. The one thing that impresses me about Stefanie Lawton's team and that we've really looked a lot at is they allow the opposition to score so few points.
Yep.
Yeah, we've got them here at 4.2. They're only giving up a little more than 4 points in a 10-end game. That's hard to beat somebody when you only give up that many.
And I think we talked the other day, Colleen Jones and her amazing run, she was just under 5 points a game. Wow. So 4.2 is incredible. And they don't really go for a lot of points. They don't score a lot of points, unlike a Homan who
let's go this way.
They will hold the opposition, but they also go after points a lot when they have hammers, so they have a lot higher points for.
Well, wait. Control. Control. Yeah. Ooh. Okay.
I think that's one reason they picked up Rick Vogt. Because Rick played the same type of style, very conservative. Now, Rick was an unbelievably good drawer, but with the rest of the team, he kept it close to the vest, controlled the front, kept it fairly simple. When he had Pat Ryan with him, they definitely kept it simple. And I think that's why he fits well with the same concepts as Stefanie.
Yeah, I've often wondered with a coach, you know, do you have that coach there to offer up the other side, or do you have that coach there to kind of match the game plan that you have? It's, you know, we had Dennis as our coach for years, and he would always offer up another option, which I'm sure Rick does as well, and it's good that way, but you also don't want to be fighting with the coach back and forth on how you call the game.
He told me that he gives Stefanie pretty much free rein. It's her game. She's on the ice. She's playing it. And it's her decision when to go or not. He did say, as we discussed earlier in the tournament, that because of the absence of Sherry Singler, they will be a little bit more cautious. You lose that up weight at second. You take Jill Officer off of that Jennifer Jones team, she plays differently. Yeah, absolutely, no question about it. You have to know when to bail, and can you bail? Is your team capable of getting out of the soup? So it's you're right. That's exactly the theory they come up with.
Becky! 7-8. We might want to rub.
They might play the rub if it's heavy and split them both on.
Now here you go. Somebody said rub, rub, rub.
Yeah, it is. Sorry. Here. Okay.
They managed to get it by, drag it just back of the T line, full in the 8.
Pardon?
A rub might have been the better option on that, so behind T line.
That's okay.
I think they were just caught a little bit, Russ. They couldn't curl it up for the rub, and so they started to take it back. Yeah, and the original call was to get it by, so the Brushers were conscious of that, but you just don't want it that deep.
T-line. Yep.
To keep an eye on Jane's first rock here for Nova Scotia. It over curled by 2 feet and came up way light.
Hard girls get it by. Oh, very nice.
Nice.
Very nice. Jen Baxter.
So the rub for Saskatchewan might have been better. Good shot.
And Jane Snyder on the brush. Baxter and Snyder.
If I rub the top, it's not the end of the world, but...
Well, no, that's free switch.
Just T-line. I think I need a little more, though, Steph.
Sure.
Swooped in nice. That's to her, sure.
So it's nice there, eh? So
yeah, I played mine really bad, so she didn't really know where to put the broom, probably.
What's Stefanie?
There you go. Maybe it's not the rock. She said she threw the first one really bad. Just kind of the old broken wrist intern.
Close line. Right there, right now.
Sherry Anderson.
Where? There. Whoa. Room. Whoa. Room. Quick go. Let it work if you can. Got it, curl. Got it, curl.
We need to go. We're going to need to go pretty soon.
Can we go?
Yep.
Oh. Yep. Yep.
Looking for a little more finish.
Good shot. Good shot. Okay.
And he gets there for shot stone for the moment.
Well, that's veteran with Sherry, you know, saying, hey, I just didn't throw that one very well, because then it allows the skip to put the broom in the right position rather than moving it around.
Whereas I'm sure you've played with players, don't mention any names, because I have where it's, I do that perfect, how come that didn't bend? And it can, and it can throw you off, you're right. It's most important, to be honest. I think they took a little extra ice too, and it takes that little extra second to go over that center line. Still pretty good though. It looks like it's underneath that red guard by an inch or so.
Christina Black.
Uh-oh.
Girl. Warp.
Come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on.
Good job.
Okay, that's good.
Taps it back. Shot stone now
It would've
belongs
been
to
me that
Saskatchewan.
might
They
have
do
been
have
on
last
two.
draw here in the
Okay,
second.
6 is mine. Okay.
Can we do that? That's dicey, hey?
Yellow-red combination's almost set up for that, isn't it?
Not quite. It's going right back. Can you corner freeze right there? I like that.
Yeah, I guess.
Do you like tapping her or do you like freezing?
Just teeth?
There he is. That, but I don't know if you have enough room here.
I just like the little tap.
Okay, let's go there.
But we got to move it a little bit, though, right?
I would like to move it there if I can.
Yeah.
It will work.
Gonna give you back four.
Back four.
Let's go.
Never rolled buried. Would be a lonely red one.
Well, they're seeing a lot of curl with this intern. It's really going once it hits the center line.
It's only the second end, so you're going to get lots of curl. I think he could get underneath there if he really had to.
Well, somebody said warp.
Yeah.
Whoa!
So trying to get across the face, push that stone back. Nova Scotia stone. Back four, weight called.
No, got a curl.
Still back four.
Just back four. Oh, curl. It's coming.
Rattle something. Rattle it a bit. Go, go, go.
Okay, that's good.
Push it
Good
back.
shot.
And the shot stone now is Nova Scotia. First look at British Columbia and Alberta. Val Sweeting, of course, trying to win 6 straight. And after the blank in 1, BC and Patty Knesevic, all rookie team except for her. She played in a couple games last year, alternate in Montreal. Her final stone in 2.
Well, she needs a draw. Val hit and roll to lie 2. No real good double opportunity, so needs to hit the paint and needs the white paint.
A bite of the white.
Pound it hard. You got it. Keep it moving.
Go, hard, girls. Hard.
This team out of the Prince George Golf and Country Club. Prince George, busy place. Oh boy, going to come up
What did you get on?
light
15-21.
and a steal of 1. They'll have a look.
What?
It looks like it's
Just
just
like
a
1, I think.
Yep.
Crossing that path. I was almost thinking. Great sweeping, you two.
You know what? Give Patty credit.
Sure, I'll just met one for sure. And can we just get
They're going to put the stick to it. But give her credit. She went up and tapped them on the bottom and say, great brushing. Nicely done, eh?
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah.
And I heard her in the morning broadcast that she turned to her vice and said, we're not getting any breaks. She's just whispering, we're going to get one. And great attitude.
3. It's good. Clean it. 3, 4.
Just throwing up the
Just clean.
tight guard.
4. Gonna have to curl, Jane. Yep.
The angles are nice for Nova Scotia.
Whoa, no. Whoa. 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 Good. Good.
Right there.
Communication. Enough space to get that. That's good. Thanks, thorough.
That's going over.
Kind of forced her into this shot here.
Yeah.
I think they're going this way, Cheryl. Like, get that one really thin and redirect that onto there.
You bet. Maybe.
Onto there, straight through.
Kind of skidding it this way, which might even.
Or do we try to do these two? And she can't guard both that.
This has to be
like,
really, really thin, though. You have to
Do you
hit
think
about
that
a
can be
quarter of
made?
that
Let's
to
try
get
this.
that
Sure.
at the right angle.
I
Half
guess.
a rock
the
won't
only
do
thing
it.
is if I do make this, I'm leaving that up there. But okay. Keel there, so it's quite thin, hey?
Yeah.
Yeah, she knows her angles. When you do a lot of it's a funny sport. If you're a draw team, you seem to know the angles on the come arounds, get to the inside, get those angles set up. If you're a hitting team, or like Stefanie likes to be, she knows the angles on these type of shots better than a lot of the players.
What weight? Keel. Okay, try to get that moving into our.
And after the measure, it was just 1.
Good. Bend your arm.
Steal of 1 for Alberta against BC.
Whoa!
Really thin. Angle it back. Oh!
Good try. Just about.
Yeah, just about. But that stone now, Nova Scotia is sitting there, top 4, shot rock, and covered by 2
I know.
blue nose stones.
You know what? It did leave me a jam.
It doesn't leave it too bad now, though. They can't block off both shots
Hashtag S.
for Saskatchewan, the draw, and she might have that slash in on that red.
That's the red really thin, maybe.
It's thin.
We must be guarding over here.
Yeah.
Draw to the 4 foot.
That's not enough ice for anything else.
Well, that tells you a lot about the ice and how much curl there is.
Yeah.
She's going to
Yeah, I mean, the fact that the front end's chuckling about it, they must be going over and guarding the slash because they've got the brush down on the edge of the 4.
Right, I thought Marianne would play the come around, actually.
Maybe.
Based on what you would normally throw for a corner guard.
I would say edge of 8.
Yeah.
Or I mean edge of 4
Edge of 4.
foot inside edge.
Yeah.
Yeah, the front end wants to guess what the skip's up to right away so they can think about what the speed is in that particular path that the skip's going to throw in.
Well, you know, think about what you just said about that slash, and Russ, if she does come in and gets another one into the top 4, that slash then isn't available.
Well, yeah, exactly. It'd be awfully dangerous against 2.
Just a 1.5.
I would have been tempted to come right in myself, but Marianne, I think she's plan is to steal one, and with a guard here, she probably will.
We're pretty high.
Yeah, it makes a pretty tough draw for Saskatchewan.
So there you go. Brush was down on the edge of the 4 and gets to the other side.
That went a long way.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
they
look
typically
at
do,
that.
right? In the
Yeah.
last, like,
You're talking 4 plus.
Go
Yeah.
sideways.
That's what they're saying too. That went a long way. Great surface out
It
here.
worked just fine.
What?
Good sweep. I was like, oh no, how that?
I thought you said please sweep us off.
I'm like, yeah, but that's the 6 and that's mine, so it's me.
Ding the button, so you got to be better than that.
Grab the pin.
Right on the tee line. Let's go.
You got this. You got it.
So the first pressure moment for Stefanie Lawton out of the Nutana Curling Club in Saskatoon. Has to grab a piece of the button.
I think it's there. Hey, over there, yeah. Okay, easy. Line's good. Yep. Line's good.
So they like it out of her hand. Stephanie Schmidt on the left. Marlene Kasner.
Line's good. Line's good.
Carrie Anderson calling line.
Easy. Yep.
Needs a piece of the button.
Go for that.
Needs a little more. Got to hold it up, ladies. Needs that button. Oh, not enough.
Good try, Steph. Good try. Good weight.
One yellow, is it? Or?
They just lost the line.
Great try.
One yellow it is.
Good speed, guys.
Just that late finish. And the rub. And just not enough roll. Kathy Gauthier, did you have pancakes today?
I did not, but that brings back memories for me too.
Too bad. Let's go check in on Quebec and New Brunswick after New Brunswick scored 2 in the first. Final stone for a rookie skip out of the Etchemin and Glenmore Curling Club's Lauren Mann.
Well, she made a fabulous shot on her first one, Vic. She hit and rolled buried, so Sylvie Robichaud tried to go around, is a little deep, but is second shot, so she's trying to tap it back to bring 3 into play.
1 and 5 Quebec. New Brunswick still looking to win, and there it is. Very nice. Moved it far enough to pick up the 3. And so Quebec takes a 3-2 lead over New Brunswick. So here's the scenario going into this Tuesday night, and there you've got the top 3. Saskatchewan 1 game back of Team Canada, and the teams at 3 losses and 4. If you believe what we always do, that 5 is too many, well then Nova Scotia is in a must-win tonight. They can really help other teams with a win over Saskatchewan and bringing them back. It is a cold night here in Moose Jaw. Wind chill around -30. Going to stay that way for 1 more day, and then it's supposed to get a little milder towards the end of the week, and then more snow is on the way here to the breadbasket of Canada. We're in southern Saskatchewan. Nova Scotia with the steal of 1. And here in the third, it will once again be Saskatchewan with the last rock. They have the hammer playing the red stones. And then a rub on that center guard.
I don't know. Wait, that was good. Yeah. Okay, Marlies.
They're just getting some really good curl out here.
Both teams are shocked.
I think you have to throw the in-turn.
Great surface.
The out-turn is gonna, I don't know, do you think it'll curl too much? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think we've seen them go out quite this far.
Especially in middle sheets.
It'll probably be fine with my out-turn.
Yeah, you guys get out to it.
Meaning what, Cheryl, do you think?
She probably has a little bit of a set on her out turn, so she straightens it a little bit so this ice is fine. She doesn't need any more.
3-4.
It's way out there, just watch it.
Really aware on how you release the stone.
1.5.
Yep.
Gotta really go to get the maximum curl out of this.
Every bit. Go. Okay.
And they won't cover it. This is out a little too far. Guessing maybe just a little bit on the ice rush.
Yeah, exactly. They guess the wrong way because you'd rather miss that on the tight side because now it's a corner guard for the team with hammer, which is Saskatchewan. It's a funny sport. You train your teams to miss the right way, but at the end of the day, you can't miss the right way all the time. But that was missed the wrong way, but only because they didn't know that spot.
Whoa. Close. Yep.
Stephanie Schmidt by the guard and flip underneath. Oh, that's a beauty.
Wow.
That's why Stephanie's so successful. They play so defensively, but they can do that and get their twos.
Because for a lot of teams, this is a tough shot. The hit and roll, perfect hit and roll is difficult. That's why a lot of teams go for the draw instead. But when you're making them like this.
Really nice.
Back line.
I guess.
Could freeze to this, shrink that scoring area. Marianne's going to tap it. But she realized there's so much curl. The tap's a little easier today.
Hack.
Clean.
Hack. Heavy hack.
Whoa.
I'm not sure with this curl how you'd even get there with the freeze.
Yeah, true.
It's just so much swing.
That corner.
Go hard on that red.
And over just enough
Okay,
to push it to the back 12. Shooter spins out.
Okay, James. Okay. There's top.
It's kind of underneath that other corner guard. It's a good shot of it.
No, this way. We can overbury. Which way do you like? This way or this way?
I think
Okay,
this
way.
way.
We can make it. Yeah.
I think with the out turn, you'd have to go to the next sheet.
That broom's in the way. But I think all the teams like that nowadays is that big curl, as long as it's consistent, and it is.
If I'm at my local club, they're going behind the corner, right?
Yes.
Why not go behind the center?
Well, you don't have hammer, or sorry, you do have hammer here, so you want to keep that as maintenance-free as possible, because if this happened to slide close to the button, buried around the center, Nova Scotia freezes to it, you might be shot, but how do you get to that? We always talk about that all-important scoring area, and now look how big that scoring area is.
Okay, so just wait your time. Right?
That's all it is. Either guard, get behind either one of them, it goes in the scoreboard, but very little risk for Stefanie Lawton right now.
Okay. Because we always make that assumption that it's all about getting to the middle first and getting there right away.
Just clean.
8-9 on its own.
Here's the example to answer that question. If this is made perfectly,
11 on it.
I'm guessing it won't go in the scoreboard because it's only in the 8-foot. Oh boy.
Yep.
Couldn't bump it straight back. Shooter rolls over now, covers the edge of the 4. Shot rock is top 4 and open.
Yeah, all plus.
Okay, let's do a little flop that way.
Stephanie likes that because now the forefoot's a lot more open.
Control.
Oh,
Can
is
I have
it
a little
ever?
less? Okay.
Chance to
Like
sit
Steph
3.
didn't move. Yeah, I know. I know. Control. Straight up. Wait. Control. Control. Okay. Let's go, Cher.
Throwing a 10, so they're throwing
Clean.
an easy hit weight. Brings the sweepers in. A lot more easy to manage.
We got a little flip, got a little flip, got a little flip and sit, flip and sit, flip and sit, and it just does.
Good shot, Cher.
To sit 3 with last rock here in the third.
Dangerous time here for Nova Scotia.
And further to your point,
Which turn do you like?
everything, they're sitting 3 all around the edges and still the middle's open.
Yeah.
So it forces Marianne. She really wants to hit something. She's winning 1-0. She doesn't have a hammer. But to hit this and roll really good, it's still only going to be in the 8 foot. At the back of the 8 foot, it's not a dangerous rock. Really good situation here for Saskatchewan to get multiple points.
The best that Marianne can do is roll in behind that top 12-foot red and maybe negate those other 2 reds.
And just up to the nose. And it's close for second shot. Newfoundland Labrador, Team Canada, 2-0. Team Canada stole their 2 in the first. Again, this is Heather Strong with a, and we mentioned this, that she's without her sister, Laura, who now lives in Regina. This is a whole new team for her in a sense.
Well, it is, and it's just not that support that she's used to having, no matter how supportive these other women are. Her first one, Vic, she was trying to draw down to a backstone and was heavy, went through. Rachel drew to the top 4, so hitting won't be of any value. So she's playing the same shot. Needs to come down to the back one, or can, to get shot.
Jessica Cunningham throws second stones, but manages the house. Stephanie Cora, Catherine Cooper on the brush. Steal of 1, 2, and possibly even 3.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, get a bite, get a bite, get a bite. Okay,
Just can't get a bite there.
They got it close enough that it might be, if it comes into play, splittable later in the end.
I like it. Not right now. What? I said not right now.
Be tempted if I'm Nova Scotia come around everything here. Hard to raise that red one that Sherry just threw.
Yeah. No, that's
Bit
okay.
dangerous, but there's so many guards out there. You should be able to loop around it.
Too many regulars, so I forgot about
No, I know.
See the red, yellow, red guard situation.
Come around with the out turn.
Yeah, either way. Either way, probably in turn if
turn?
you could. You'd have to move Newfoundland over a little bit to put the room down. But I guess Marianne in this situation will be sitting 1 and 3. If she can nose it.
Here comes that guard. Here comes that guard.
Okay.
Grabbing some pebble out
Jeez,
wide.
I didn't have anywhere near enough.
It's just so tricky when you get out very wide.
And fresh.
Yeah.
There's no.
Do you want to go with St. Ash? She's asking.
No, it's tough.
That's tough for
Yeah,
Joe.
like this. The weight should be.
Here
It might be. Yeah, it'll be.
Yeah, this is really Marianne's only route in, so they come around and take that away.
I think it'll
Top
be
eight.
the same.
Might have tried it on the first one.
It's update to British Columbia and Alberta. BC sitting
Right to tee.
1. Chance for a couple?
It is for sure. Val had a
Keep
hit,
it going and you got it.
jammed it, but it still is the Alberta stone that is buried, that is second shot. So no chance for 3, but she can get back to the 4 foot. It would be for 2.
You got it. Keep it going. Great throw, Patty. Very nice. 2.
For the Deuce to take a lead. Trying to hand Alberta their first loss.
14.79.
This is definitely heavier than Stefanie would normally throw, but there has to be some pebble there.
Back 8 for sure. Back 8. Back 8.
Help. You go back, Cher.
Where on that one? In front of it. In front of it if we can. In front of it. Higher. Okay, stop. Okay.
Those are tough.
You're guessing.
They really are. We watched Mike McEwen miss one of those to probably cost him his final game. And you really, it's just an educated guess. It's all it is.
3.5.
Yeah.
You knew it was slower, you throw it harder and you're heavy.
And I think even watching Marianne's hit take off and curl, you know there's pebble out there. Will it be a little stickier? You add a little extra. And you know it curls so much there.
What a huge shot. If you can make this great.
Okay, she threw a 3.5
I
here.
saw
really,
that.
Sent her out there.
You might even
Another
steal
rock
one.
down though, eh?
Yep. So I would say...
Do you like a 4?
Pardon?
3.8, 4?
Yeah. So a little bit of sweeping should do it.
3.8 to 4.0 is what they're looking for, and that's from the back line at the back of the 12-foot to the hog line. It's a consistent distance. Give the brushers a rough idea what it's going to do. It's sure going to curl.
Think we gotta go. Yep, go then.
So their watches tell them that they got to go.
Hard. Hard, girls.
And go they do. Jane Snyder, Jennifer Baxter. Round 1. Round 2. Drag it, get everything out of it you can. A little more. Oh, and it'll stop top edge of the 8-foot.
Oh, it's heavy there. It's really heavy out there.
Oh, Quebec and New Brunswick after Quebec opened with 3, and Quebec is sitting 1 and 2. Final stone on the way. Sylvie Robichaud, Moncton.
She made a really nice draw on her first one, Vic. Went around, ignoring all of those Quebec stones. Tapping it back is what Lauren did on hers. And so this is a draw going to the 4-foot.
Hi, girls. T-line. There it goes. You got it.
When Lauren tapped the stone back, that yellow stone is not third shot, so there's not much point in tapping that red one back. So it's just for 1.
Nice. 1.
Boy, it proves again what we've talked about so often, Kathy, is that the Maritime Atlantic teams always take a few days to get used to the ice, get used to the stones. Robichaud, who has lost 5, looks very comfortable tonight. It just takes them time.
This is a tighter port than it looks
Wait,
with all that swing on this ice.
Stay close for line. Wait, should be there.
The final stone trying to draw in for 2. Good chunk of the 8 will give it to her. Stefanie Lawton.
T-line, T to back 8. Just the line. Still good. Just the line.
One more. Got to get by one more. Oh, and sit now.
Good run.
They flirted with that stone. Sherry Singler likes what she sees. Her team's on the ice without her and leading. Saskatchewan gets 2 in that third as a result of this draw. Now, through that hole, that doesn't look like much of a challenge, but you thought it's more difficult than it looked.
Yeah, you know, just with the swing on the ice, that hole is a little bit tighter. It's a fresh spot. She makes it no problem. This is why Stefanie's sitting number 1 in the stats as far as all the skips go.
And it settles nicely for 2. The key shot is brought to you by Cashmere Bathroom Tissue. Nothing feels like Cashmere. The Scotties Tournament of Hearts on a Tuesday night in Moose Jaw. And for the first time in the game here in the 4th, it will be Nova Scotia. Does have the last rock. They'll have the hammer playing the yellow stones.
Room. Easy wall line. Line's getting better, but you got room.
No, we're going back.
Little bump, Steph.
Back, yep.
Nova Scotia sitting just top of the button.
Okay. Okay, Marlene.
Okay. Weight was close. Roll away.
And then a little rub and roll off
Make
from
sure you roll it as far as it'll go.
Marlies Kasner.
Good awareness to brush it, though, and not leave them side by side and create a little wall for Nova Scotia.
9.5.
Swing.
9.5.
Swing.
Whoa.
Go off for a sec. Off for a sec.
Whoa.
Follow the roll, James.
Yep. Hard stuff.
Very nice.
When you were skipping, Cheryl, did you like the ice reading part of it?
I loved it. That was, you know, it was always a challenge where you'd sit down, I think, with your team after the game and talk about what everybody saw out there, and really it was full time out there on the ice, always trying to remember what each spots were doing based on the releases that you had from your teammates coming down the sheet. So it's a challenge, but it's a good one.
I know you love that aspect of it too, Russ. And so we always say, like a good golfer on the green, the winner is always going to be one of those skips that is able to map out the ice the quickest.
Yeah, exactly. No question about it. And it's changed. We tried to talk about that a little bit. Game one, we had about 3.5 feet of curl coming to the inside. Now we've got about 4.5 feet of curl. This morning was definitely a little slower. Just slight changes. And who's going to pick that up first? And then you have to add in the releases. And then we talked about that with Stefanie bringing in the new player. And Steph was missing interns wide. Was it because she's throwing it differently? Probably not. It's just that Stefanie Lawton didn't know where to put the broom. And all those factors, rotation, rocks, under pressure. I used to have a third that the more pressure there was, the harder he'd throw it. Still played well, very consistent, but I had to be smart enough to move that broom in just a hair later in the game.
Well, that's where the playing with a team for so many years, that's exactly it, Russ, where you know their tendencies under pressure, you know what they're going to do, and you can ice for it accordingly. And all good players pretty much do it the same thing over and over. That's all you want as a skip. Whatever you do, continue to do it on a consistent basis, and then you can put the broom down in the right spot.
When you do.
When you do, yeah. Sorry.
But I'm a little childish. Oh, the roll inside and then just past the shot stone. We mentioned Prince George and how busy it is there. The 2015 Canada Winter Games continue tomorrow. It's men's and women's short track speed skating. Live coverage begins at 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 Pacific on TSN 2. This week it's the boys curling. Next week it's women's curling.
Line's good.
That's Sandra Schmerler's daughters, Sarah and Jenna, on Sunday.
Okay, well then.
Sarah is a part of the Saskatchewan women's team that will be participating in Prince George.
Trying.
I was watching a little bit of the boys play this morning, Manitoba and Quebec.
Hard line's great. Control every bit. Go. Shot.
Real nice day. Would love to sat two, but the alignment's very nice for Nova Scotia to angle on that back red catcher.
Who was it? I'm trying to remember. Was Braden Calvert there for Manitoba?
Yeah.
Did you say?
No,
it's not
wasn't.
Braden Calvert.
No?
No, so just on the high side, Cher.
Oh, I remember what it was.
So we get one yellow up.
It was
In or out?
Dunstone. Matt Dunstone's in the university championship.
Yeah. No, what was the young girl from Nova Scotia going up?
Mary Fay.
Mary Fay. Sorry. Kathy, you know who's up there for Manitoba?
Yeah, for Manitoba, actually, it's a bit of a family thing. So it wasn't Braden Calvert. He's too old for it. Sorry. But Kyle Kurz, who plays third for Braden, his younger brother, Colin Kurz, is the skip of the Manitoba Junior Boys.
And Mom, of course, is
Lynn Follis Kurz.
Yes, of course.
Sister to Karen Porras.
Yes.
Friend of all.
Look at that double run back.
That works. That's good.
Gets a little separation. It still leaves Nova Scotia sitting the 2 with last rock here in the 4th.
There's the angles we talked about. Nova Scotia tried to sit two, but look at that yellow angle on the back red. It had to jam. Good opportunity here now.
It's top 12.
You know, as we watch this Nova Scotia team and Marianne Arsenault and that Mary Fay, I want to be watching when she makes that move up to women's play. I hope she does. I hope everything works out for her. She's a very talented young girl.
It's funny you'd say that because Marianne and I were doing a few clinics this year, and Marianne beat Mary Fay, I believe, in an extra end, or they were tied coming home to, I think, win the Bonspiel or semifinal. And I actually talked to Marianne about it. I said, she's pretty good. And Marianne said, no kidding. You know, and this same team here to play that junior team even, they are going to be really good.
Marianne was trying to come in and corner freeze that 8-foot red rock a little bit light, and they just chipped off.
Yeah. Okay, lock it on.
Okay, even if it's half buried.
Cher, even up here is okay, right?
Yeah. Give us top 8.
I thought Stephanie might go to the hit game here and run something in. You'd run that yellow onto the red. It's an easy yellow double if you can ever clean the clutter out. A little bit dangerous if this isn't made properly.
It's all there. No, then. Stay close. Line's getting tighter.
Whoa.
Still room.
Whoa.
It's all there. Whoa.
It's coming down. Close.
Still room. Close fly.
Sherry Anderson
Yep.
trying to drag it this down. Put it right on the face of Shot Stone.
We're bumping. Whoa. Great shot.
Oh, goodness. Have a good look. Have a good look. It's close, but from this angle, thank you very much for doing that. They're going to put a stick to that for sure. I can't tell.
I think that's the difference. Everybody says, why does this Lawton team keep coming fourth? And I think if they can draw, Sherry and Stephanie can draw like that,
Great shot. Very nice
they
shot.
can do even better.
Yep. 9. Yep.
Christina Black.
Hard.
Baxter. Snyder.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Right into the crotch.
Okay.
Sorry, I wasn't crisp.
My kids are red. Sorry.
BC got a couple in the third, getting ready for the final stone of Val Sweeting out of Edmonton. And boy, this BC team's putting some pressure on.
Well, for sure, Patty Knezevic is making quite a few big shots in this. And it was all Alberta line 3. She hit and rolled Barry. That's the double that Val now needs to make to have 3.
Oh, she can hold her shooter right there. Get rid of them. She'll just have her 3. Bang, bang, get out. And put 3 on the board.
What a pistol that was. Had to hair that guard with PO8.
Wow.
Good sweep. Good sweep.
They're playing great.
Good sweep. Great sweep.
Even if we rub this off and go to here and leave this kind of like that.
I like Marianne's call here, opening it up. I think that's been the problem, is she hasn't opened it up soon enough and given herself a shot. So now she's got
And then one's back.
an opportunity anyway.
That's exactly what you said on the way over, wasn't it? That,
What do you like?
her percentage is much lower than we normally see, and it's shots are too hard.
Or something like that, and then we can keep our shooter around, and maybe we can stay here.
No, they're thinking
Do you like doing it that way?
They're thinking it's taking our red out.
Do you like
I don't mind
half? There.
Let's check in now on Newfoundland and Labrador against Team Canada. Not much working for Newfoundland, Labrador, and Heather Strong so far.
Well, she got a really big break. Rachel was going to play a single peel, wound up changing her mind from the hack, jammed a Newfoundland Labrador stone in. That's led to 3.
Wow. So that quickly cuts the lead.
Because it might end up them lane 2, hey?
And you see Sherry Anderson,
We could kick
Marianne Arsenault. This is
back. That's okay.
these two know each other well. They met in the 2002 Scotties final in Brandon when Sherry Anderson was the skip of Saskatchewan.
Okay.
And Marianne, of course, was playing with Colleen Jones. And on that Saskatchewan team, out of Delisle.
Let's
That's why they called her the Smile from Delisle, of course. Kim Hodson, Sandra Mulroney, and Donna Genia.
That would be you that called her that.
Yeah, no,
nobody else.
Yeah, Sherry. Colleen went on to win her Canadian championship that year.
Guys, quick! Hard! Hard, guys! Quick! All the way!
Just hack!
Yes!
Roll it!
Yes! Okay.
That's
It's not bad.
Yeah.
Now that spins that Nova Scotia stone back. It is the shot rock. Second shot.
We got a draw.
Yeah.
Belongs to Saskatchewan.
So we got to get in there.
Hammer, right?
Just draw. I know, that's so scary. Right in.
Yeah, and even if we're top 4, that's fine.
Yeah.
Top 8's fine.
Looks good.
It's not fine.
Yeah.
The only thing is you have to be fully behind that. If not, they have a run.
You have to somehow, for Nova Scotia, to get down here and get in underneath here somehow. If it just stays out in this area, it kind of frames that run back for Stefanie. And these two are pretty vulnerable. They could both go. Got to get around that somehow.
Top 8's okay. What is it out here? Yeah.
And all those years with Colleen, Marianne, and their 12th appearance, along with the legendary Sue Ann Bartlett out of Labrador City.
I think this is tough, but with the amount of curl that there has been on this ice, you can definitely get around that 8-foot stone.
Yep.
There. Race close.
Yep.
Little heavy, I think.
Whoa, if you're heavy.
Whoa, if you're heavy.
No, we're not. No, we're okay.
Okay, hard then. Hard line, yep.
Just a 4.
Hard all the way, yep. Hard. Whoa. That's okay.
It's pretty good.
Oh, it almost over curled.
Heavy.
Should have lined up that red.
Well, do you like just the draw? Yeah, I guess we can just draw right in.
I don't think we have an in.
Right in.
You threw that one there, and,
And it overcurled, hey?
Yeah, and the problem now, if they make this draw the way those two now are frozen, staggered, be really tough. There's not really any runs in there.
Put it on the tee, but
New Brunswick sitting 2, final stone coming up from
What do you want
Quebec.
here?
And Lauren Mann, Kathy.
Well, it really has been New Brunswick this end. Lauren had to make a double on her first one. She rolled to a little biter. That's the one on the right-hand side. New Brunswick ignored it and split the house for the 4. So this is a draw.
Okay, sounds good. So close to normal.
yeah.
Final stone, Saskatchewan. We also watched Lauren Mann, the rookie skip, a former Canada Games silver medalist back in 2003.
Look sucked. Really? Coming down. Sorry. Good.
So it's sit for her. It just does for one Quebec. And snuggles in for Saskatchewan. Not enough to tap shot stone.
Be happy with our one, no?
We may have to be okay with that.
Don't see how we're gonna. Well, the way it warps.
You can get in there.
Yeah. Just can't hang it out and
No.
tap this, right?
No.
Oh well.
She can get in there for a second.
It was really strange Sherry's didn't finish at the end.
Yeah, the weight was golden. It's one of those shots you almost don't want to take it on if you're Nova Scotia. You know, obviously you're trying to get in there somehow and get right to there, but if you're ever a little bit wide, come down and tap that red, move this yellow back a little bit. It's a steal of 1, maybe 2.
Yeah, I only got a 14.
Yeah, me too.
Probably can't move the shot yellow one very far unless you're really heavy, but it's a tough shot.
Heavy.
Well, a nice thing she said she wouldn't be heavy. That's a nice thing she threw this on her first one, so she's got a little bit of a better idea on weight.
Weight should be pretty close.
Whoa. Whoa. Got a
Line's
curl,
pretty
got a curl.
close. Yep. Room. Whoa. Whoa. Hard. Whoa. Gotta go.
Get it by, they got it.
It's pretty impossible.
Oh, dear.
One yellow.
One yellow it is.
I don't think it. I think it's
All
pretty
those
impossible.
stones around
Yeah, it
the
hit the back yellow.
button, and just one is counted for Nova Scotia. If they could just clear that one. That little rub may have taken enough steam out of that stone. 44 curlers started the week with a chance to drive away in an all-new 2015 Ford F-150 in the annual Ford Hot Shots competition. That number, though, trimmed down to just 2. And in the final, Ontario's Stacey Smith against Heather Strong. And the skip from Newfoundland and Labrador came up big when she had to. Trailing by 1 heading into the final round, Strong scored 4, enough to win for the 2nd year in a row. Only the 2nd curler to ever do so. Heather Strong wins the Ford Hot Shots and a 2-year lease on Canada's best-selling pickup, the Ford F-150. We're in the home of the Moose Jaw Warriors of the Western Hockey League. Out on a 7-game road trip while the Scotties takes over their home, Mosaic Place. Welcome back on this Tuesday night. In a 2-2 tie, Nova Scotia getting the single in 4, so here in 5 it will be Saskatchewan. That once again has the last draw. They have the Hammer playing the Redstones. Skipped by that lady, Stefanie Lawton, out of the Nutana Curling Club in Saskatoon.
7-8 on its own.
They're actually going into the rings here. They could go around that center guard. But that's an odd end, and I think Stephanie's really big on having Hammer in the evens.
Scoreboard management. She wouldn't mind a blank this end.
We're there. All are there.
That's good. Nice weight, girls. Good shot.
Just wait.
Clean. 9.5, 9.2.
Clean.
It's always a little bit dangerous doing this. It looks like it's the cautious play, but let's say Nova Scotia noses this.
Good day.
And if Saskatchewan happens to roll out, now Nova Scotia goes right around that center guard.
Okay, stuff.
Right? Saskatchewan feels they can out-hit whoever they're playing.
We would play to the wing a few times just to see with certain teams, and some teams will ignore it completely and just go around.
Right around.
They know what your plan is. You're trying to get a blank, and it's always a risk.
Yeah.
There's a little.
Control. Clean. Yep. Clean. Just clean.
Clean.
Clean. Nice throw, Steph. Atta girl. Good one.
Stephanie's filled in beautifully this week.
Well, it's been an added benefit for her that she did get to play with the other 3 through the year, so you're really only getting used to one player on the sheet.
Key player, though. I mean, you have to. It was a little shaky that first day, no doubt.
Good.
And understandably, you know, it would happen because, first of all, it's the home team. I think that scares you. It's your first Scotties game ever. You're playing with Lawton, who's expected to do really well. Every eyeball in here is looking at this game for this team, and it had to be a little nerve-wracking.
She got over it pretty quick.
Yeah.
Mine's good. Just clean.
Easy. Yep. Yep. That's good. Good shot.
Good shot.
Typical arena ice, you know, it's got great curl with the draws. Board hack weight, you're getting a decent amount of curl, and then when you up your weight for the hits, it just runs nice and very controllable.
I was kidding with somebody the other day. These type of rocks are designed to make you a good hitter. So if you throw this a bit of speed, it's not going to curl. So it takes the guesswork out of it. And if you throw it light enough, it's designed to be a good drawer because you can get tons of finish. Really helps the athletes.
Okay, I've got something up my back.
Wow.
That's good,
You really think it's all about the even ends here?
Oh, no question.
Okay.
But it's nah, I can't say dangerous, and it's not the wrong plan. That's what she wants. She wants hammer. But if this rolls out,
yeah. Sherry Anderson.
Whoa! 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 Anything?
Oh, right. All right, let's think the other way. If, in fact, this rolls out and isn't in play, would she be aggressive enough to go deep around that guard?
No, she said.
Or would you just go around the guard?
well, sorry, that's interesting, Vic. I'd go around. That's a really good opportunity to score 2, and I'm not proud. I'd take my 2 in an odd end.
Take it any end.
Yeah. But I'm not sure what you do, to be honest. What do you think?
A little bit, Jen.
All right, there you go.
Good throw. Walk up and. Oh, she's
gonna go.
Yeah,
All
right.
Yeah. That's out. We've seen this spot a few times. It's out.
Checking in again on Alberta and British Columbia. We really saw that wonderful shot, that run double by Val Sweeting, and my goodness. Well, listen, hey, the shot stone is the rose in the middle of the yellow flowers, I guess, eh?
It is, and you know what? You saw that great shot by Val. Well, Patty Knesvik is staying right up there with her today. That draw, that red stone was drawn by Patty on her first one. Val just tried to seal off the fourth with the hearts, but there is still room, Vic, to get in for the second point.
Kristen Fuster is the third. Jen Rusnell. Rhonda Camosi. Drag it around and drag it down and sit it on top. Oh, my. To tie 4-4.
I don't know if you heard Sherry Anderson stand up and said, what about the peel?
Yeah. Well, that could be. You'd think they would peel because that's the way they played the end. But Sherry's draw weight's been great, and she snuck one in there, and this is not a gimme. Yeah, you'd have to think, and we talk about it all the time, is there had to be a game plan there in the 3-minute break. What are we trying to do here?
Back to board.
Sure looked like they were thinking blank.
Yeah, and I think it was just Sherry that decided against it on this shot.
Show her half a rock. She's rolling out open.
Yeah, she can't roll behind it.
No.
Soft tag. Yep. Clean tag. Hard. Clean. Whoa.
Snyder and Baxter called off.
Nice speed here. Beautiful weight.
And that was the saving grace, as she said.
I wasn't
just eavesdropping. She said,
yeah,
she can't get across the nose and in behind. We always knew the stone was going to be in the open, right?
Yeah.
That's the trick to this sport now with the curl. Get it partly underneath like Sherry did. Yes, it was available to hit it, but there's no way Marianne could make it a tougher shot than what Saskatchewan already set up. So now it had to be wide open. Now you can hit and roll and make it real good.
Oh, wait. 10 and a half. Okay.
Yeah, pretty good rotation on it, so I figured it would run.
Yeah. All right, let's go.
That's so smart with that extra rotation. These rocks are so aggressive, so sharp that if you don't put enough handle on it, it'll curl big time.
And they get this little roll in behind, trying to hold the line for her. Get it by the guard, hold it enough, flip it over. Oh dear, and come back, it won't.
Now after all that, the chance.
Chance to go around.
So, you didn't think it was going to move there, or?
Not as much as it did.
Yeah.
But they were
Marlies
sleeping it all the time.
Yeah, you know they were. I just thought that it would move there. Marlies, as I've in practice, moved hard there too.
Marianne's going out wide on the out-turn side.
In the 8 foot, hey? In the 8 foot. But there, like Marlies threw across.
I'm surprised at taking this turn when they've seen so many with the in-turn down here.
Could be a bit fresh down here, right?
There you
Yeah,
go.
you don't like the other turn that we've been throwing?
I think this will make her life more difficult if I can get buried, even half
you just
buried.
need to throw like a 13.
There you go.
Wily veteran.
Yeah, like a 3-8? 3-8 to 4?
We're not here to make it easy on her. I love these microphones.
It is amazing, isn't it? You can sit at home and really learn the strategies from the best players.
Should be pretty good.
And other things too.
Heavy right now. Whoa.
Final stone for Nova Scotia.
Stay close.
Whoa.
Where? Still an 8. It's pretty good. Whoa. Coming down. Go if you have to. Bury it. Yep.
It'll bury. Don't have to worry about it burying.
Oh, look at it go.
Hard, girls.
Look at it go. And sunk.
Guys, some quick, man.
Great
Yeah,
shot.
I think it's just with the new path, if you like barely cleaning, it'll just make it stop.
Yeah, I was just hoping we could at least tuck a piece instead of being back 8.
Oh,
Like, wait for it to curl a little bit.
They didn't grab the speed. Though.
Nice
They were yelling 8, and that was a 6. And
yeah, fold the
a little
sweepers
deeper.
little.
Yeah, I know.
Exactly.
I think the ice just fooled them because you're just out there and it's slow over there. You have to throw more than you would if you were throwing the intern.
Stefanie missed that one drive at 1/8 of an inch, but it was such a beauty.
Yep. Line's good.
Gotta go, guys. Gotta go.
Uh-oh. Stephanie Schmidt, Marlies Kasner picking her up right away. Needs the blue, needs the 4. This is a big carry. This is a huge carry. Big, 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 big ladies. Come on now. You need a little more, need more, need more. Get everything out of it that you can.
Beautiful shot.
Remember what Marianne Arsenault said? I just want to make it a little more difficult for her. And did she ever? Schmidt and Kasner carry it to the 4. We'll go to the break. Saskatchewan is puffing and puffing, but all smiles.
The 2015 Scotties Tournament of Hearts is brought to you by M&M Meat Shops. Frozen food at its best.
Remember again, it was Marianne Arsenault said, we're going to go the other way. They could have taken this a little deeper too, and when you think back to Marianne Arsenault's shot, the brushers, if they could have dragged it to the 4, made it even more difficult. But look at this, what a great brushing by Stefanie Schmidt, Marlies Kasner. Stefanie Lawton is with Brian Boudreaux.
Stefanie, that was certainly a team shot, a great draw. Take us through the shot. Not only that, but what it feels like when this crowd gets behind you when you make a big key shot like that.
Oh, yeah. You know, the girls swept that one great. And, you know, I think the crowd's behind us helping us sweep that rock. So it's pretty awesome and it feels great.
A few years ago, you won a Canada Cup in this building. What does it mean to you to represent Saskatchewan and play in the Scotties in your home province?
Oh, it's an honor to be curling for Saskatchewan in Saskatchewan. We've got great fans and great support here, and we love being here in Moose Jaw.
I know you missed some time this year, and the other Stefanie has played and filled in, but you guys together haven't played a lot. How's the chemistry been on the team?
Really good. You know, Steph's a great person, and she's really fun out there and has lots of spunk. So we love having her on the team, and she's doing a great job out there.
Thanks for your time.
Thank you.
As we check the numbers after 5, they're a little low, to say the very least. Stefanie Lawton is at just 63%. Marianne Arsenault just 70%. The number 1 player on the ice, that is Stefanie Schmidt, the Saskatchewan second at 90%. 3-2, Saskatchewan leads it. The numbers after 5 are brought to you by Tim Hortons, the official coffee of the Canadian Curling Association.
The 2015 Scotties Tournament of Hearts is brought to you by Home Hardware. Homeowners helping homeowners with expert advice. By Ford, proud partner of the Canadian Curling Association for over 20 years. And by World Financial Group, helping Canadians have better financial futures.
You don't have to look very far around the city of Moose Jaw to see its connection with the infamous gangster Al Capone. And these tunnels of Moose Jaw, which allowed him to move his Canadian whiskey south during Prohibition. Now, he made his money a couple of ways. He made it through gambling, but it was the liquor, the high-grade rye that he bought here in Canada that he moved down to Chicago. Back in the Prohibition days of the late 20s, Moose Jaw was a pretty lawless town. It was known as the red light town of the prairies. Now, these tunnels were initially built for heating purposes of downtown buildings in Moose Jaw, but the tunnels lead directly to the train station. Capone would take his high-grade rye underground to the rail station, direct Sioux line south to Chicago, where he could sell it during Prohibition. That's why the nickname of Moose Jaw is Little Chicago. Welcome back to Moose Jaw. Now, there was stories that no one ever saw him here, but his great niece came to Moose Jaw not too long ago and said yes, he was here, but under an alias. Whenever it would get a little too hot and the police were putting the pressure on, Elliot Ness and the boys, he would hightail it to Moose Jaw and hide out for a while and then go back. Fascinating, the tunnels of Moose Jaw. And we're here, of course, for the Scotties Tournament of Hearts. Saskatchewan gets 1 in 5, and here in 6, with a lead 3-2, Nova Scotia has the last rock. They have the hammer playing the yellow stone.
Yeah.
Sorry, Seth.
Good shot.
Marianne so close on her last one, the last end, could have made it really tough for Stephanie's draw.
You and I were talking about that. They went around the wide side, as Marianne put it, to make life more difficult for Stephanie, but the brushers didn't quite figure out till it was too late. It was a little bit slower out there for obvious reasons. They haven't played a rock out there, and could have got that a little closer to the button and would have made life a little tougher. But Stefanie continues to make some really good draws, and obviously it's the last shot of the end, the important draws, and if she can continue to do that, you look at their schedule coming up, Cheryl, they've got Alberta in there at some point in time, but the other 5 games are all teams that are either 500 or worse.
Ticket. Oh. Good sweep.
So here's what you're referring to. You've got Northern Ontario, New Brunswick, Alberta, PEI. Now, several of those teams, Northern Ontario at the moment and PEI, they are at that 3-loss level. That's why tonight is big for Nova Scotia, to keep them in it. It also brings Saskatchewan back and make those other teams a little happier. Now they have to come through with wins to keep themselves alive. But let the others go and run away. So it's Saskatchewan tonight, and look what faces Marianne Arsenault in Manitoba, Team Canada. So 2 of the front runners right away. So it's going to be difficult for her. That's why tonight is so important. Give yourself a chance. Keep yourself alive.
Do you like the draw or the double?
I like the double.
Yeah.
Staying patient here. You could come around that, but it's a small area again, so the double here is not bad. You get through this end, maybe half the blanket. It's okay.
Team Canada continues to lead 5-3 over Newfoundland Labrador. They've blanked 5 and 6.
Roll it, roll it, roll it.
Okay.
Those hurt.
Wait, was good, Chair. I think we want to be full.
Remember now it is Nova Scotia playing the Yellowstones. It does have last rock, but now Saskatchewan sitting 1 under cover.
Oh, that's there.
Yeah.
Back 8.
Whoa.
At least. It might be through. Hey.
Really?
No, it's coming down.
It's hanging on.
Okay,
It's
coming
back
down.
8. Just clean.
Easy.
I still want a top. Easy. It's
Okay,
all
it's
top 4.
It's back 8. Back 12.
Yeah.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
It's just hanging on.
Okay, let it sit. Okay. Okay, Cher.
Sorry, guys. Kicked out a little too hard.
And Sherry trying to
run
get it
back
back
a
there.
little
She didn't
bit.
want to give them any kind of hit and roll in or anything.
It's 9.5.
Allowing the run back here, and they're lined up pretty good. If you make it perfect, your shot rock buried.
Yep. On up. Whoa, 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 whoa. Yep, yes. Too late.
Shoot.
Very nice.
I lost.
Oh, just at the end, they had it nose.
Shoot.
Should have stuck with it,
Yeah. But it was like on this side.
I know.
Ah. Thought we were going to have it perfect.
We said before.
Yeah.
It's a different situation for Marianne, you know, because she has to remember the days when she joined Colleen as the youngster. And now she's got, for all intents and purposes, 3 young ladies with her. So they're altogether different. She says it keeps her young.
She said it's a different perspective for her too. You see it through different eyes when you've been here so many times. Not that this ever gets old, but the excitement comes back when you're with these youngsters and they're bouncing all over and everything's so exciting to them. It's great. She's loving it.
They're at Disneyland, really, right, for curlers. This is it.
Down a bit, hey? Yeah, just down a bit, Steph. Yes, hard! Really nice.
It's real good.
A remarkable career. 5 Canadians, 2 worlds. Yes, her 3rd appearance. She started skipping her own team back in 2007. Marianne Arsenault.
Regular.
You could make an argument here to draw around this yellow guard and try to get your 2 the old-fashioned way of the skip rocks. They are down a point here. Here it's going to try to hit and roll, and it might keep the blank alive too. Get this partially buried.
Arsenault in her first. Christina Black trying to get this line call just right. Just right. And maybe they'll spin it over and sit it on the corner, but no, it'll die. Center line back 4.
Yep.
Shoot. It wasn't a 10. It was a 9.5. Good throw.
That ruled.
Yeah, that looks good to me. Let's go, Steph.
Yeah, control weight.
Okay.
Control. You threw one down here too, hey, Steph?
Yeah, it was just steady curl.
Okay.
Yeah, throw control. Stick it.
Okay.
Let's go straight at the brim.
In a 4-4 tie, checking in on British Columbia and Alberta, and chance for 3 more for Val Sweeting.
Yeah, it's been a really weird game. Alberta's just not as sharp as we've seen before. Val had to make a double to get her team out of trouble on her first. And when Patty decided to draw to the other side of the house to lie two, she was short. That opens the door to this hit and stick for three.
And that shooter just hangs on. So the force is on in our featured game. And there they are, 1, 2, and 3. That gal Val takes a 7-4 lead.
Good sweep. 4-2. Yeah.
Marianne's taking the same path as she had last end. Have a little bit better idea on weight. Her struggles have been the draws, but I don't think it's because she doesn't have draw weight. As we've seen in this game, she's been close and been making them. I think it's just that she's not had, the draws haven't been easy. She's had to make them through a port or freezing down to a rock in the forefoot. So
that one on the fourth end, she had to drop her two, and
exactly.
she was virtually on the button and it didn't count. So that's really a 0, and it was a great draw.
And just hit that, just that little rub, remember?
Yes.
Yep. So a bite of the white here, a little piece of the 8, drawing against 2, which are at the back. 12.
Nice draw. Good judge, guys.
And there it is for the single point. So back and forth we go on this Tuesday night.
Yeah, I know. I like to.
The Blue Nosers have come back to tie. The Saddle Dome in Calgary. And that will be our next stop on the Season of Champions. Our coverage of the Tim Hortons Brier begins February the 28th. And first time ever, we're going to have a Team Canada. John Morris will skip the Team Canada. Happens to be the old team of Kevin Cooey. And Kevin Cooey has won Alberta. Can you imagine that game that night at the Saddle Dome? It's going to be something special. We hope you'll join us for the Tim Hortons Brier in Calgary. 3-3. We go to 7 in Saskatchewan. We'll once again have the last rock. They have the hammer playing the Redstones.
Oh, you got Stefanie throwing the winger again, trying to look for the blank in 7.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Let me
Two
see.
hands.
Yeah, let me, yeah. Vic, use your hands.
Yeah.
5 at least, huh?
It has been one of those ends where nothing much has worked. Heather tried to draw on her first one. She was short. On her second one, she rubbed a guard.
Wow. Wow. And final stone for Team Canada.
Can't hurt it.
Rachel Holman coming off, of course, that loss last night. Just a wonderful game with Manitoba. Went down to last rock.
Got backing. Okay.
Goodness. Count them up.
6.
It is 6.
Good, Jane.
Good.
Good.
See, her 9-2s hit on the nose on that.
Yes, too.
You know what, for Marianne, this is really at a point in this game that I would consider going around that and trying to force her. You really don't want to let her blank out in 7 and have take hammer into 8.
Absolutely, no question about it. It's not a great center guard, but it's a good enough rock that you can force. And
that's really all you want to do.
Yep.
Again, a similar situation, isn't it? To 5. Could you have ignored this stone on the edge of the 8 and go yourself, Cheryl?
Stefanie?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh no, she could as well. But she's happy to blank this, and she knows Marianne's going to play it out with her.
Okay.
I think Marianne's the one that needs to ignore it and go around.
Yep. Good.
Good.
Quebec at 1-5. New Brunswick still looking for win number 1. And Quebec is sitting 1.
No, I think it actually is New Brunswick. Quebec tried tapping it on the first one, and she did a good job, but needs to get to the hearts, Vic.
This team from the Etchemin and Glenmore Curling Clubs.
There's option 2.
Oh boy, just enough?
Just enough. Looks like it from here.
Beautiful shot.
It is 1. Very nice. Just enough for the tie. Kathy's made the call. You don't have to look anymore. Thanks, ladies.
Sorry, guys. Leg tight.
Nine and a half.
Clean.
Just clean.
Yep. Yep. Good. Good.
Well, Stephanie's pretty happy with the way things are going. Ooh.
No.
Isn't that? It's got to be a head fake.
Sherry, no.
No.
Wow. Interesting. She does have a tendency, it seems to me,
It's a little up.
she waits till third stone, and then she decides, okay, maybe we'll make the move now, and then she looks down at Sherry and defers to.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Which is, it's smart. You don't get forced as easy that way or in as much trouble. I think she was worried, Stephanie, that maybe they hit that and Marianne would go around then, but
doesn't look like they're going to.
No.
And if this stone even sits back there in the back 12, it's even further away from scoring. So interesting to see what the decision is here.
Well, this late in the end, I don't think Stephanie's going to play a come around. There's only 2 Nova Scotia Rocks left, so if they don't do something heroic around that guard, it's going to be a blank end. That's exactly what they wanted.
Okay.
To your point, that's why Marianne at some point has to push the envelope here.
Exactly.
Just clean.
Scan.
Sin.
Whoa, it's hanging.
Easy.
Whoa.
Whoa.
It's
Oh, it's hanging.
Ooh, we get a roll out. It'll change the
Got a curl. Come up.
cards.
Got a curl. Okay, sure.
Oh. More patience than I have, and then it works out.
Do you like that turn again?
It's in the exact same spot.
Almost
comes into play.
Well, Marianne curled with a skip that had all kinds of patience, and that worked out for them too.
Did it ever? I needed more.
Now she knows this shot. Played that come around, came up a little light. They were yelling 8.
Like Groundhog Day.
They're yelling 8 on the come around. Ended up being a 6, so they know it now.
Oh, good one, Jen. Hopefully Kimmy heard that. Hopefully Kim Kelly's listening.
It's nice for the thrower to have thrown it, but then also the sweepers, they know exactly, because I remember Marianne in that shot said, a heavier clean, because it is coming down so hard, so the sweepers will be well aware too.
Get away with the same, like a 4-2, 14.
Shot or draw weight.
And remember, this is the way she came in 5
Yeah,
to
exactly.
get to the top of the 4. And the Brushers didn't judge it quite well enough. I mean, they could have taken it a little deeper.
Got to go deeper now. It's wide open.
Break back, Sherry. Break back, break back, break back.
Sorry, Murph.
You guys.
Not where she wanted it, but it looks like it could be a force here.
Whoopsie.
She can't see any of it.
I don't know. That was a good throw. I was like, it can't be light. It's not really curling, but they were convinced it was.
Yeah. I think we've had a little more traffic on this side now. When I went down there before, it was the first rock down.
Yeah.
It's
There you go.
the whole
Boy,
It's
she's
still
Jane.
slower over
Ah, what do you expect? I mean, considering her experience.
right without sweeping.
But she's Cheryl very aware.
There's the two.
She is, and those are the things you bring to those other
Spots.
three
They both
players
really
that, you know, are newer to the arena situation, and it's great information for them. What an opportunity to play with somebody like that.
Line's good. Gotta go in.
Stephanie Lawton.
Line's pretty nice.
This is her first. She does have last rock in this 3-3 tie.
You go tight. Slow line. You go tight.
Tons of room. It's not going anywhere, guys.
Okay. Let us know.
We gotta go.
Yeah, back four.
Well,
back four. Back four. Go, 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 go.
Get
go, go, go,
Get
go,
shot.
go, go,
Get
go,
shot.
go.
Okay.
Okay.
They did.
Nice weight.
They did. Just enough. Shot
Good
stone.
weight. Great weight, Steph. 14.5.
Yeah.
There's room though. What happened to that one? Maybe
It's
it's
tough,
because
it's not automatic.
they are wearing the pedal off because it is getting straighter.
That same ice.
Yeah. I'm still shocked.
Gonna get all the way across.
Me
there?
too.
I think so. It'll finish.
Like forward. Yep.
It's going to throw it pretty firm with that ice. You could soften it up, just throw enough weight to move it back even. Buried would be the key. It looks like we're not quite dead behind the sheet. It looks like there's enough room to roll.
Yeah, she's got some air.
Alberta scored that 3 in 6. And now BC is facing 3 more Alberta stones. Kathy?
When she was on her first one, she tried to play the double, but rolled too far, and so Val drew in again. Does have the whole middle path, though. Vic needs full 8.
All you. Line's fine. All you. It's running
You watch
a little
Marianne
bit.
Arsenault with her last.
Running still a bit. Running. All you. It's a little light. All you. Yes. Nice throw, Patty.
Trying to hold the line now, looking to get this little flip if they can in behind.
Good throw.
Pop it over, and it'll pop out into the open. BC gets their single.
Good judging.
So close.
Just lost it at the end.
Well, more like board here.
Plenty of speeds, which would make you think they could hold it, but with that speed, you get the kick with these
I do think
lively
it's
rocks.
just a better track down there now than that first time.
That first time would have been. We did sweep it the whole way though. So, and the other one we swept it like a quarter of the way. We're just strong.
That is the difference with the wins and the losses, though. That Marianne's played that shot twice. They misswept it the first time, came out light. Misswept it the second time, came out deep. And now this is a pretty easy shot.
Easy. Whoa. Whoa. No. Up. Little up. Yep.
Final stone, facing a couple. Bang. Sit right there. Saskatchewan forced to take one. Back in front again. It's a final on sheet A. 11-5. Team Canada wins it, and they, of course, broke it open with that 6 in the 7th. The first 6-ender since Kelly Scott scored 6 against Andrea Crawford of New Brunswick. That was in the 2013 Scotties in Kingston. And so, Team Canada, after that loss last night to Manitoba, bounces back, and they sit at 5-1. Newfoundland and Labrador, that's a 4th loss for them. Again, that bubble of 4 and 5, not wanting to fall back too soon. keeping our eye on things here in Moose Jaw this week at the Scotties. Saskatchewan take the single, and so here in Nova Scotia, we'll have the last rock playing the Yellowstones.
Got just about all or all?
Yeah, just missing a piece.
Okay. Just control.
Yes. Somehow Marianne got what she wanted. She managed to get the roll out by Sherry. Made it count, and then forced Stefanie to a single, which she made. But this is kind of what you want to do. The force, get your two here. Another force. You have control coming home.
Control.
Yeah, look, I mean, I know the Sherry rollout changes the complexion.
Whoa. Sit.
I just feel that sometimes you should be more, again, it's her, it's Saskatchewan, and sometimes she does fool us and puts the brush down behind a guard. But when you've got the hammer, I just assume you should be more aggressive all the time, that's all.
I'm with you. I really am. And like I said earlier, I'd take two in the seventh end and take my chances. Sometimes two, I think, Cheryl, and everybody plays it differently. That's the neat part about the sport. But in that situation where you were saying you knew, like you'd think Marianne would try to be forced, then that's a chance for Lawton to capitalize on that. If you get a couple rocks to play, maybe the opponent will try too hard to force, and you get two or three.
Right. Now you give up a big end.
It's happened. You see that in the ninth end a lot, where the teams are tied. The team without hammer really goes so hard to force, and they force you all right. They force you to three.
We've seen this.
Solid control, Steph.
Okay.
Okay. Let's go, Steph.
Nice corner guard up there for Nova Scotia.
Well, and these teams, you know, a lot of them, their game plan, it's what got them there, and they stick to it when they're here. And
in a 5-5 tie, New Brunswick and Quebec, and New Brunswick is sitting one corner frozen. Shot rock chance for a couple.
Well, a chance for two. Sylvie's made some great shots tonight. Very precise draws, facing a whole bunch of Quebec stones. Well, a whole bunch, a couple. She made a really nice come around freeze. Quebec went deep, and so a chance to make two on her own.
Never let the facts stand in the way of a good
Well,
story.
if you're sitting in the hack, there's two red, that's a lot.
Okay, excellent. There's just bunches and bunches of stones all over the place. Oh dear, unforced errors. We often talk about counting those. Had a chance for two light, 6-5. New Brunswick looking to win their first.
We don't have to see. It's a lower split.
Stay close.
6.
Yep.
I like this call, Marianne. She's
Yeah.
ignoring and going around the corner.
Hard.
Whoa.
8.
Whoa.
Had to brush it to get it by.
Oh.
Right out. Wow.
Just over across this top. It. Just peel it. No? Peel.
Are we in? If we're in two, I'd like to peel.
I think we are. It's biting the black, so.
Minus?
Yeah.
I didn't look at it.
So what's the? This is interesting here. Sherry says if we're in, that one on the edge, if they believe that it is, now they just peel it because the force is on that way.
That's it. That's exactly it. But it's tough to peel it because of that rock.
Hard! Really hard! Hard, guys! Quick!
Now watch where they run this back. Watch then they run this back. Oh, nice save.
Good toe grouch. Yeah.
That hurt.
Good shot, Steph. I wasn't on that.
I should get steel toe shoes, though.
There you go.
And I wasn't doing anything about it. Thanks, God.
Sherry gets out there. A little old goaltender kick save, toe save.
Good one, Chad. I thought we were
That's
clipping
important
it.
because is that rock in, and if you disturb it.
You held it really good because I was tight. Don't need to. We're heavy again. Whoa.
Come to this one?
Yeah, we're tapping it still.
Oh.
I've always found late in the game the inside-out shot, this particular shot, is quicker than going the other direction towards the middle because you've worn the pebble off.
It is. You get, and if you've thrown to the middle so much through the game, then this can fool you easily.
Where do you like? Here? In the backyard? No.
We're in?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yep. Do you like top
here, too.
8?
You like over there?
Yeah. Okay.
Well, she's gonna freeze at this point, right?
Then we blast it. Off to the
Like
side.
it?
Yeah.
Yeah, Steph can blast her.
14-8. Share.
Okay.
Like Sherry's
even.
comment, Steph can blast it out.
You could just go in front of that, you know, top 4, and there wouldn't be a freeze to that shot
It's
clock.
pretty good.
Let it curl.
Stephanie doesn't seem too concerned about stealing here. She just wants to force.
It's not moving at all.
Gotta move. It's T. Almost T.
Whoa.
Back. Oh, we're right beside it, Steph.
Come on, let's go. Okay.
It's in front. It's in front.
Yeah, well,
I don't know.
Don't
Okay.
just leave it right there.
Okay.
Almost
Sorry,
the
guys.
worst spot. Leave a
Yeah.
pocket.
Too much ice.
Yeah. Yeah, brilliant, Marianne.
So here I
like an
should be able
awful
to
lot
throw
of ice,
like a
though.
4-2, right?
That looks like an awful lot of ice because you can be on like the corner of the other one too, right? It should be okay.
It should be okay. It should be okay.
Just a little less.
So you heard her say she can throw a 4-2, so she's thinking she can throw the same weight as she threw going to the wings, because it will be a little slower down here.
8 on its own.
It's about 8 feet deep with
That's
that
clean.
first 2, so
set it,
that's how
girl.
much different it is.
7's great.
Christina Black, who says
Still
getting
gotta
to the
curl.
Scotties is a dream come true.
Mine's getting better.
Still gotta move.
We're all there.
Girl.
Curl.
Curl. Curl.
Okay.
For shot stone.
I think it should go
No, is it?
into that
Into
one,
that
eh?
one.
I don't think we're hitting that one, are we?
The only thing is
Well, if you, well, what if you just go nose? Nose, you're going into the 4 rock over there. Right? And even if you jam there, that's fine. If you take
Yeah.
all of these,
Yeah.
right?
Yep.
As long as we get it over there.
Both of it.
Well, we mentioned at the 5th inning break, the numbers for the 2 skips aren't very good. Look at that, 64% on draw, 61%. Any particular reason you can think of?
Just that they've been tough shots. You know,
Okay.
you're trying to get the edge of the pin, or you're coming around a guard, and you have to be really tight. It's the easy shots that are making them all.
Player numbers are brought to you by Ford, proud partners with the Canadian Curling Association for 21 years.
Wiggle it.
Slight concern if you get this on the high side, you might redirect it on those yellows at this corner. You could get unlucky.
Whoa. 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 Whoa.
Stefanie Lawton, her first bang. Squish and squeeze and
Over.
out the back.
Shot. Let it, girl. Really nice throw.
That's why with her combination of being, you know, drawing so well this week and then being able to throw those shots, she's
The side of that.
I just wanted you to wiggle it.
it'd be deadly.
Stephanie can throw it hard too. Like, there's no lack of speed coming down the sheet.
No.
We've had that discussion before with other people. So, really, is that going to make a difference? I said, well, sometimes it does.
Yeah, exactly.
That little outside biter. Troublesome for Nova Scotia.
Yeah, it's all the difference. It doesn't look like it's in by much, but they're saying it is in. But that's the force point for sure. Easy double here, but the only way you're blanking is to get a roll out by Lawton.
9. Yep. Yep. 8.
Yep.
Yep.
Baxter Snyder on the dust.
Good.
Oh, avoids the jam of the back.
Sweet.
Nice throw.
Control.
With a blank in 8.
Yeah, you bet.
They're playing the 9th now. Alberta leading by 2 over BC. And they want to put the stick to it for sure.
Okay. Sounds good. Bend that arm.
I heard somebody in Saskatchewan say it's touching the black when they look straight down, but that doesn't guarantee it's in. Most of the teams will go around with that Viter measure on the Friday practice day and check the rings just in case.
Yep. Yes. Yep. Clean. Clean. Whoa. Clean. Clean. Yep. Little bit. Okay. Good job, Steph. Nice.
It might be, but we're playing as if it isn't. Like, that's a, I don't know.
Still not bad for Marianne scoring your one in the 8 even end.
Froze anyway.
Yeah.
Nose?
Yep.
Okay, so they're not going to take the chance.
We will want to measure if she rolls out.
Yes.
Well, too risky if you're not certain about the rings.
It's more than 11.
Final stone.
Clean. Whoa, just clean.
Throwing against what they believe is a couple.
Good.
And sit right there for a single. Nova Scotia.
One yellow.
Picks up the single. We'll never know if that one was in or not. Mystery. Time now for the M&M Meat Shops Final End Challenge. Right after the game, go to finalend.ca and enter the secret word for a chance to win an all-expense-paid trip for two to the 2016 Brier to be played in Ottawa. And it includes your tickets, your hotel, the airfare. First 100 entries will have a chance to win a $50 M&M gift card, and all participants will get an M&M discount. Finalend.ca. And we'll give you the secret word, and then you go there. Who knows tonight? It may be Capone. Back and forth we go. Tied at 4.
9.5.
Saskatchewan, Nova Scotia, and the team from the Nutana in Saskatoon. Team Green will have the last rock, playing the Redstones here in 9.
We've seen this movie before, and it's kind of dangerous for both teams in a lot of ways. Like if I'm Marianne, I'm playing to the center and trying to get a force for sure.
And by now I understand.
Yeah.
Now I understand Saskatchewan. Let's get this hammered at 10 and
right.
Try to win it.
Right.
I just sometimes don't understand why he didn't try to win it
Whoa.
earlier.
Yes. But you see this a lot in the 9th end, and I like it. Just earlier in the game, I think you can take a little bit more risk and ignore it and go around.
Who's gonna get it?
You know, I mean, sometimes you beat something to death, and I don't mean to, but I still go back to Wayne Madaw's comments of years ago. Don't waste that first.
Right.
Slide along the carpet, why don't you?
The ice is fresh. You know the ice. Go after it right then. And if you do give up something, you've got all those ends to come back.
It's a game of percentages too. Like not to criticize Nova Scotia, but there's a fairly good chance you're not going to stay here.
Really hard.
What's Stephanie going to do?
Really hard.
She's going to run out there, sprint out there, and there we go. We got it. Nice shot.
Great shot.
Once there's a roll out, then off comes that. If that was a wonderful shot, but that rolls out. Basically, the game's over in theory. The guard's gone. Tie game coming home. Lawton is hammered. They're a good hitting team. Couple tip shots. You lose the game. So that was a crucial hit and stay.
14-8. Yeah.
Now they are going to draw.
Yeah.
Stephanie's had a nice game here.
Line only. How much? Yeah, line.
Slide my line.
Gotta go. Yes. 7.
Ooh, that's curling hard here.
Guys, we're all over this problem. Hard.
Okay. That pick, it was just gone.
Yeah, they weren't worried with the speed early.
Well, she was 90% at the fifth end break. She was 94% prior to that shot.
Isn't it funny though, eh? Like that last beautiful hit and stay on that little nibbler that was barely out of play. That's a hard shot. Try that at home. You're not too many curlers can hit and stay on that wide one. All of a sudden, a chance now.
It was almost there.
The spot's been quickened up since Marianne tried it 4 ends ago.
Room.
7.
Lots of room.
There you go. Don't need to. We can wait. We don't have to.
Never. Only if you have to.
Can we go now?
No.
We're still there. 7. Go now. No.
Unless we're
Don't want to
deep.
be behind you. Sit.
Yep.
I just wanted to get some berry in.
Good.
Wait.
I don't know what the reason is, Kathy. Maybe you do this game's a little bit behind the others left on the ice, but they're playing in the 8th and a chance to tie for Quebec.
But what you don't see in that picture is there is a guard, and that has caused New Brunswick some, some grief earlier. Sylvie made a lovely draw down to it, but she tapped off. There's that guard, and so for Lauren needs to make sure she gets by that with easy weight and then trying the tap for 4.
Wow, okay. And here it comes, and here they go. Brittany O'Rourke and Marie Filteau got it by. Get one more. They got to get it by their own. Now maybe they'll have to split this and roll it in, roll it in, roll it in. Plan B.
Sorry, guys.
One yellow.
Yes, 1 yellow.
New Brunswick up by 2, looking to win their first.
So 2.5.
Yeah.
3.
3's good.
Another good opportunity here for Marianne.
Where?
2.5, 3.
Just clean. Clean
Mine's
only.
good.
Just clean, guys.
It's good for a 3. Whoa.
How come she can get it on the center line?
No, it's not. I mean, it's biting it a bit.
Heel.
Sure.
Double peel. The dangerous one's the one that was just thrown, but you can get them both moving here. Try to open it up. You now would like to score or blank to get the chance.
And don't forget there's that one center line back edge of the 12 that belongs to Nova Scotia.
No! Watch the spin!
Angle it across and jammed it.
That's good.
And the raised stone sits there, center line guard. So a couple of stones that can be moved up for Saskatchewan if they need it.
Yeah, even Christmas tree.
Yeah. Good share. So anything light is pro side here.
Yeah.
That's a nice way of framing it. Isn't anything light is pro side and being the right way to make the error. You've got the brushers. If it is light on this turn, it's probably guarding the shot rock too. The last thing you want to do is pitch it back there on your own, take the sweepers out and set up a double.
Christina Black.
More. Clean it.
Mine's good.
After a blank in 8,
Sits
7-5 Alberta.
Yeah.
And BC is sitting the 1. What do you chance here? If you can squeeze that out the side, do you pick up a bunch?
You sure do. You pick up 3, Vic. Very similar to the situation we just did in the last update, where the last shot was an attempted freeze, bounced off. More access for Val, though.
Whoa. And sit. Oh, she's looking good. It's 3 more. And handshakes. I come back to what I said to you earlier, Kathy. So many people think that Val Sweeting reminds them of Connie Lalaberty.
Oh, if they could
just so cool.
Kim.
Yeah, Val's made some unbelievable curling shots. She's right at the top of the percentages, but some of them have been hard ones.
It's not usual.
Can you believe this end? Like that little nibbler there that Nova Scotia somehow managed to hit and stay.
On the runs and the doubles aren't working out for Team Saskatchewan.
We must just be throwing a guard. Yeah, it doesn't look like it on the TV.
Oh, I'm just thinking.
Blocking that run though,
She
because they
can't
can do
get
the
through
run.
there to get shot, right? The way it walks.
Through this way? No. She could draw
Obviously, this
way.
side of the sheet is of no possibility for Stefanie, and it's difficult to draw this way too because of that rock.
Yeah. Block that hit and roll.
Center.
Played the center guard at this point. The only danger with this is if there's a port, a big port, you might see Stefanie draw. At this point in time, the blank is long gone.
The other option is maybe the tap on that left hand, as we're looking at it, left hand red.
It appeared to be a little bit over it on
Could
this.
try to come right in here. The side of the pin would be a nice shot.
15 for tight?
Yep. I like it.
Marianne Arsenault, it's the skip stones here in the ninth.
Just clean, just clean. Just clean.
2.5.
Easy. Clean it.
Clean. Do we need to finish it? Clean.
Whoa,
You
just
got
clean.
number 3. 3
No,
is
no.
fine is fine. Whoa.
Clean.
Just clean.
Oh, did you hear that?
Good.
No. It was like something under my broom. Good.
There's your call.
Yeah, because I think it's too late even now to open it up.
Yep.
Yeah. I think so.
I think so.
I'll look when I get down there.
That stone's been out there. It seems like forever.
Days.
Whoa. Sound like a Valley girl. Forever. It's been out there. Whoa. What did I just say? How long's it been? It's been out there forever.
Forever. It's that fruity tea you're drinking.
Oh.
Wow. But that has been. That's probably since Second Stones or something. Yeah, it has.
Forever.
Forever. Whoa.
Tough shot because there's so much curl here, and then Stefanie's weight's been bang on, but he could easily over or under curl this.
Weight's pretty close.
Yeah, you need to get the line perfect and the weight perfect.
Weight's great.
Schmidt Kasner now. It's all about the carry here. It's all about the line call.
Oh, we got too much.
You got too much?
Too much. Too much. Back leg
Really?
thing.
Too much? Too much?
Sit.
Really? Too much? Really?
That's okay.
Too much?
Pretty good shot just the same. It's second shot.
Good shot. Not bad. Second. Yep. Okay.
It isn't that awful for Stefanie to give up a steal this end, because then, you know, even though you're
That's really hard.
one down, you've got a hammer and 10.
You could draw wide around everything.
You just don't want to give up any more than one.
Thing, but I think you can just guard. Yep. So we want to guard the red one.
Yeah.
Okay. I like
Halfway.
it. Yeah.
It's an interesting situation.
It's enough, eh?
Yeah.
Marianne's going to guard that raise and could steal the one, which is great, but you do have an opportunity to try to get two here.
Guard the top.
Yeah.
Looking over
I like it. Coach
Peter Corkum and Carol McLean, the fifth player for this team from the Mayflower in Halifax.
On the other
Yeah,
side
as
of
long
that
as she
red,
doesn't
right?
have the outside of it.
Lots line.
Make sure, guys. Don't really like.
Got a curl. Switch.
I think it's just the one. Okay, let me go in.
Switch.
Enough to go for line.
Yep.
Hard, Jen.
Hard.
Bend hard
Jen.
now if they can
Hard,
keep it
Hard,
alive.
Jen. Hard, Jen.
Hard. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Good.
Good.
Try to take away that raise.
that, or we can come wide and try to. If we buried around there, could we get shot?
Maybe.
I think we could, Steph.
We probably could. Well, let's
I think
try
because
that.
we're going.
That's a little safer.
You threw one out here, and it finished.
And I have
up
to
pretty
Is
good.
that hole available, or is
Okay.
there too much curl to get through there, or is that?
Well, that's just it, Vic. I think you can get through there, but with the curl, it's going to be somewhere over in this area, and I'm not sure they can get shot, so they're going to go the other way. And it's the same problem. You've got to get by these guys and get maximum curl in here. Neither one of them are gimmies.
Early, and that's what we got. T-line weight. We got to get close to the guard.
All of them are reason Stephanie's first one was huge.
We'll put it on the T-line.
Right at the broom.
This would have been
It'll
a
set hair lash
tough shot against 3.
It'll curl stuff.
Okay, let's go.
Let's do it.
So close. 14.
So right now it is Nova Scotia sitting the 1, looking to steal. Top edge of the 4. Saskatchewan and Lawton her last.
Wait's good. Broom.
Needs a good chunk of the blue.
Wait's there. For line. You gotta go.
And you gotta go, girls. You gotta go.
Back 4. Whoa.
Schmidt Kasner now.
Okay, good
Oh
shot.
boy.
One yellow.
And 1 yellow it'll be. So a little confused on the brushing, a little bit on the line. Steal 1. And those blue noses are out in front.
The 2015 Scotties Tournament of Hearts is brought to you by Scotties, Sponge Towels, Purex, and Cashmere. Proud to support the exceptional women of the Scotties Tournament of Hearts.
Well, it's time now for the M&M Meat Shop's final end challenge. And the secret word is solo. Right after the game, go to finalend.ca. Enter that secret word for a chance to win an all-expense-paid trip for 2 to the 2016 ride. The secret word is solo. This is how we see it. Our camera people see it. So you can see it at home. The Scotties Tournament of Hearts. Nova Scotia with the steal of 1 and 9. They lead 5-4. Saskatchewan will have the last rock. They'll have the hammer playing the redstone. Couple of corners already.
Roll it if you can.
That's exactly it.
Yeah.
They've got center guard over curled enough that
Okay,
it
it's tough
really
to
is
roll
a
all the way
tight
with
corner,
hack, but
which
okay.
favors
I don't
Stefanie
mind
Lawton.
hack. Go bump. Okay, bump.
Yeah. You got it.
Those guards are so hard to lay them right on top.
Bump. Yep. Hard. Really hard. It's gonna take it. Whoa. Queen. Whoa. Whoa. Close. Yep. Yep. Hard.
Boy, it just makes that move at the guard. Now, roll it over, take it over, roll it over, take it over, and sit right there.
Oh, beautiful shot.
This shot is right. Marlies drawing on all that experience as a former skip and third. She doesn't play that many hits anymore.
Good sweeping.
That was solid bump, too. Yep.
Marianne's going to try to hit her way out of this. Could have frozen.
Jane Snyder.
It's fine.
Boy, now you got a couple little staggered guards covering the edge of the 4.
Do you like coming this way? Yeah. Easiest way to come.
I do.
Just top 8. 14-4.
14-4. They're saying it's still, that's hog to hog. They're saying it's still pretty quick out here.
Boy, and the brush of Stefanie Lawton is down right on
hard line.
the edge of the 12, the outside edge of the 12.
Team better. Hard line. Hard. Hard line.
Boy, this is going to be a struggle. This is going to be a big struggle. Big struggle, big struggle. Got to get it by, get by.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
And that brushing to get it by, and
Okay,
it'll
Steph, that's
finally
good.
settle back 12.
We can't wrap guards.
Huh?
We just can't wrap in the guards.
No, I know.
We've been wrapping them today and we cannot.
They had to brush it, though, didn't they, Cheryl?
They did, yeah, they had to get it by. It's just the pebble is still so good out there. I think it catches you sometimes. They slide so well.
it's funny how Marianne threw one in the 5th end out that wide and it died. But then you get it in your head, well, slow out wider. But it seems, all the time, it just seems to get faster and faster out wide, even if you don't play it enough. It's still, yeah.
Yeah, it does.
It's always beautiful out there late in the game.
Hard, hard, hard.
Oh, sorry, Christina.
Defensive call there. I didn't mind it because you could hit and roll buried, but you get the feeling whoever buries one first could win this game.
And this is their second chance at this, so that's always.
I mean, you hate to let those go to waste.
Yes.
One more chance.
Line's pretty
Wait,
good.
still there. Wait, still on its own pretty good.
We have room this time. Room.
Get
off. Stay
Ortiz.
close. Gotta go, Sam. Yes! Hard! Stop it!
Now they got to go again. They got to go again.
Okay, we're by. Pop it.
Oh, that's better. Much better to the top edge of the power.
Oh, nice shot.
A lot of pressure.
Freeze.
Never give someone a second chance.
No, it's so true. What a beauty. Still in front of the tee line. They need to be really good on this corner freeze. Can't be deep.
Room.
Wait's close.
Probably gonna have to go at the end.
Wait.
Wait.
No.
8.
Whoa.
No.
Christina Black.
Whoa.
No, we're still 8.
And 8's deep.
Sit. Okay.
Okay.
Hangs on to the back edge of the 4.
Do we have to come this way?
We have to come in there.
I think so.
Yeah, you know that's where the way Marianne will be going.
Fight the 4.
Really? Yeah. You
14-7.
just took my question away. Why wouldn't you just try and sink on the other side again?
Well, because
can't have
Marianne will
any
be coming
last
this way, and
Yes, you
that's how
can.
she'll take away your
She'll
deuces
corner
by
freeze
shrinking.
there.
Yeah, and
So you
shrinking
corner
the
freeze
forefoot.
now? You're on your own.
Wait's pretty close. Stay close.
We're gonna go a little. Room.
Still room.
Stay only, guys. Just top 4.
Line looks good.
Drop 8.
Room.
Gotta go a bit to get top 4.
Room.
Gotta go a bit to get
Can we
top
go
4.
a bit?
No, don't
Okay,
go
we're
yet.
top 8. There's no line whatsoever yet.
Marlene?
No.
Yes! Hard, even.
We're even.
there.
Go.
Okay, good shoot.
You sit 2.
Just possibly far enough that the double's tough.
Sure.
2 inches lighter, that's a gimme double.
Marianne Arsenault calling down Christina Black.
Just wanted you to have a
This
look
is
at
interesting.
Pardon?
New Brunswick leading 7-5. Quebec is sitting 1-2. And I'm going to say, what a mess, comma, Kathy.
Thank you for your comma. I've always loved your commas. You know what? It's interesting. There's timeouts from both teams in this end, and she's throwing some weight at this. And these have a habit of tracking out there. You got to be so careful. You've already got your 2.
Yeah.
I don't think you can get 4, can you? So
I
you
don't know how you can either, but she must see something we don't.
Good.
Well,
You get your 3,
For
but
sure,
the
but-
draw for 3 was also there with
Yeah.
less risk.
to take the lead, 8-7 Quebec.
Is that double there, Cheryl?
Yeah, she's playing kind of the slash double with a lot of weight.
Less than half a rock.
Christina Black.
Whoa.
This is a tough line call, isn't it?
Red one.
Oh, goodness, what a shot!
Beautiful
That ran
German
so
shot.
straight. Geez, I was even like soft release and it ran so
You,
straight.
that's right, that is a high 5.
Great shot. Skinny.
To see it, to throw it, to call it.
I've always found too, under pressure, you've got a new curler here at the Scotties. Adrenaline could just throw that right through the break and miss everything. Great throw.
I hear Joe laugh.
Sherry's made a lot of these this game.
Okay.
Bit of room. Same way.
That stone's gone now.
Same way.
Why not come the other way? Go back to that out turn rather than the in turn.
Yeah, it's 6 of 1. Really, it's whatever you like. But
all right,
if this doesn't quite bury enough, you're that much closer to the button.
Already.
Half bury does the job here.
Okay.
It is. It is there.
Just top 4, they say, and just top 4 tee line it is. And that just hooks.
A little deeper than they wanted.
Maybe a little less. Not more. I got the same. All right. Great lead. Good
Marianne
shot.
makes good freeze here. It's
I don't like it.
tough to score your 2.
Oh, you're picky.
Might even be tough to score your 1 if you can get shot rock. That just stopped higher than the tee line. That makes such a difference.
You know, you just heard Stephanie said that to Sherry, you're picky, but be picky. If she moves that up or over, how could you improve that stone?
Yeah, a couple feet lighter, Marianne freezes, then there's room for Stephanie to score 2. Okay. Or, like you said, an inch or 2 farther over, and it's sunken underneath. The real worry for Stefanie Lawton with hammer is that you want to be able to score. So if this is perfect, that Stephanie was there.
Wait on it. Go if you have to. Line's great.
Lawton's team was a little deep.
Marianne Arsenault skips stones. This is her first.
Go far as you can. Hard.
Baxter, Snyder have put this on their backs now, trying to hold the line for her, and it'll come up light and slide in underneath.
Shame about the line. Good sweep.
Timeout being called by Saskatchewan. As we take a look at the game story, remember now Saskatchewan did have the last rock. It was Nova Scotia that opened with the steal of 1, and then they picked up that other steal in 9 to take the lead. So those stolen points right now are the story, and the 2 skips. Not great numbers for them, but as both Russ and Cheryl point out, very difficult shots. The game story brought to you by Travelers. It's better under the umbrella.
She's still got this.
Yeah.
She can't really get shot without it being gettable. Wild. Yeah, I don't like that, but
so I don't.
Okay.
Red guy, right?
The draw because she might be drawing
we just
with
can't
the
be
second,
here.
second point anyway.
Right. We got to be past our red.
Yeah.
Marianne could have been, the light wasn't the problem, but if she kept it out there, then it's a usable rock. Stephanie has to guard it, and then Marianne could come around the red guard into this area and maybe even win the game.
Sure. That looks good stuff. Let's go.
Now it's tough for Nova Scotia to get there for shot rock.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of room there for the freeze.
Drawn down to that
What did they decide here?
They're going to play down to the back 4-foot yellow, just freeze down to the back one.
Okay, so what do you guys figure here for weight then, Steph?
This does leave the intern for Nova Scotia.
Straight up, so like
14.7, 5?
14.7.
I think 14.5. 14.5
to get to the back.
It'd be tempting to kind of corner freeze to the one Marianne just threw and block everything off, and then you can get in there with your second one. Marianne never makes the freeze.
They talked about it. I think they just felt like that freeze was pretty tough.
And it is.
Wait,
Marianne just got caught in the slide path there, and it curled on her.
Wait, sir!
Stefanie Lawton at her first. There's a discussion with their coach, Rick Folk, came out.
Which to the back. We don't have any bumping. We got lots of weight. We're back 12 chair.
Yeah, it's
okay.
And it's going to sail on by.
Okay.
Again, goes back to what you were saying, maybe in your head, you just think it's going to be slower out there, and yet it's...
It's just from experience, it's lightning out there later in the game. I think you've got the curlers, the brushers are sliding up and down, you know, 80 times a game, both teams, and that, you know, speeds it up also.
But she'd have the side of the 4, so I like
But this allows kind of a get out of jail shot. If it's perfect, you could win.
So I think if you take here.
But even if it's like there, it's a tough 2 for Saskatchewan. The first one kind of took off, and we all know as
just another pound away.
As you get a hair tighter, it curls into that slow stuff sooner and dies. So Marianne's got to be careful not to overcook this one, throw it heavy.
Another pound of weight.
I'm not really sure she needs much more weight
No.
because she's taking more ice.
Exactly. It'd be easy to be heavy here, wouldn't it? 3 or 4 inches more ice, and the speed she threw is plenty.
Right now going to an extra.
Mine's good.
Trying to
Gotta go. Go
close it
then.
off. Holds Saskatchewan to their single
5. Hard.
final stone. Marianne Arsenault.
Hard. Whoa,
Whoa, whoa, whoa, whoa,
Oh boy, oh boy, uh-oh.
Oh, shit.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that brushing, that judgment just took a little bit too much.
That's been the story of the game. They just haven't quite been able to get them in the right spots. Anything short there.
And they know it.
The first one fooled them, I think, Cheryl.
I think it, like you said, it got to the slide path sooner and came down. Well, it came across the side path and really the way it came off.
Yeah, that's just.
Oh. Where did the cooling gun take me today?
Look at the difference in curl between that first yellow one. There's 16 inches difference in curl, all because it grabbed that slide path. And like you say, that's what makes that difference in speed.
Saskatchewan did call a timeout, and it was mostly because of the fact they were running a little short. But no conversation with Rick Folk. So a chance to win. Saskatchewan with a record of 3-2. Nova Scotia sitting at 4 losses. Quiet tap to score 2. Final stone. Stefanie Lawton. Schmidt. Kasner. Nothing. Nothing. Gotta sit there. Can't roll. Gotta sit there. Sit there for the win. Make the final 6-5. And Saskatchewan, that's a huge win. Separates them a little more from the rest. And for Nova Scotia, that is a very disappointing 5th. As you look at Val Sweeting, who already has won tonight, to keep pace with Manitoba, top of the table. Team Canada wins, they're 5-1. Saskatchewan at 4-2. And now the chase is on with Northern Ontario, Prince Edward Island, Newfoundland, Labrador, all trying to run them down for that 4th and final playoff spot.
The 2015 Scotties Tournament of Hearts is brought to you by Ford, proud partner of the Canadian Curling Association for over 20 years, by M&M Meat Shops, frozen food at its best, and by Tim Hortons, official coffee of the Canadian Curling Association.
On this Tuesday night, one game remains on the ice. It's Quebec and New Brunswick. Quebec getting that 3-9 to take an 8-7 lead. New Brunswick, there you see their 34-year-old Sylvie Robichaud out of Curl Moncton, still trying to win her first. Quebec comes in at 1-5, skipped by Lauren Mann out of the Etchemin and Glenmore curling clubs. One near Quebec City, the other one Glenmore in Montreal. And the Shot Rock, the hammer, belongs to New Brunswick, playing the Yellow Stones.
Brunswick just tried to pick that red one out to sit about 4. Becky overcurled by a fraction and opened it up. I'm going to try to replace the guard here. You could tap that up.
Stay close, stay close. Okay,
they might wait tap on the next one.
That's exactly it.
Sure.
I think you're right.
Yeah, Amy? Yeah. Okay. Okay. Slid a little better than I thought it would, but that's yeah, does it look like it hits it though? Time.
Well, time being called by Robichaud. So that will bring Ellery Robichaud to the ice.
We play the tap.
Yeah.
I like that.
We can't rip that.
I'm not thinking about hitting. I don't think you can see it. Roll under, or I think like just tap the freeze. What do you guys think? Should we just peel this? Do you like playing the tap or just the roll under?
I think they're trying the angle.
Have to hit it on. It's almost nose, isn't it? I think so.
Yeah, I'll look
Yeah,
in
look
half.
at it when you get down there. With hack.
Yeah. Stay on this side though.
They're playing the double tap.
Yeah, that's what it looks like, Cheryl. Straight in there for the 2. And if it's a little crooked, they might be able to kick that red one over a little bit. These are so tough when there's that much separation. It looks like Sylvie's going to throw some pretty soft weight, so it's all line. You wouldn't want to hit that a little thin and take it into the red one.
Second appearance at the Scotties on the province back in 2008.
No.
Whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
Yeah.
It's real close.
Bump.
Hard. Okay.
That's those have to be very, very difficult, don't they, Cheryl?
They are. Well, the angles, and then you have to get the right weight for moving 2 stones. Yeah, they're always tricky shots. She was close on that. I don't know if she had quite enough weight.
No.
So now timeout has been called by Quebec. Andy Broder.
We took the time, yeah.
I know, but it can't talk too long.
I think her only shot is this for 2.
No. I think she also has that though.
We just don't want to leave a double though.
You think that this is harder, like the run back? On this?
Whatever decision they make, they better make it.
This is harder.
They make it, and then they must go because they only have 43 seconds remaining on their clock. It's all about the thinking time.
Yeah, middle. So let's go.
So decision and go for this rookie Skip Lauren man.
They've left that one, but you normally don't leave a skip the same shot twice, but that is so difficult. I think they're a little worried that Sylvie can come down and run that in and kick that out of there. And then they score a small bucket of balls there.
So double guard.
Looks like it's there, Cheryl. Red. I think
it's close, but
physically it's there. Just you can maybe see enough of that to kick that out because that's where you'd have to hit it anyways. They must think it's there because that's what they're guarding.
2 is good. Only for 9.
It's a little frosty out there.
Right here. Right here. Over and up.
Get it over.
Over and up. Over and up, girls.
Gotta go.
Whoa, it's over.
It's over.
Over and up.
That's good. Good see.
Good judgment. They knew it was going to over curl.
That's good, girls.
I think the hole's too tall because of that one.
Pardon?
So, what kind of weight did I just throw?
You knocked it to like right here.
Okay.
Keep an eye on the clock.
I didn't get a split.
Keep an eye on the clock.
Probably the same broom because that rock.
What about that hole?
Yeah, it's over
Yeah, I was
this
just
way a
going to
little
draw it, Becca. You're absolutely right. You might have to go in turn with the hole and cross it, but then you could throw some speed and kick it in there, or just throw soft weight like Sylvie's trying anyways. At least it's a single raise as opposed to a double raise.
You got a minute.
Okay.
Tough shot. I think you could play in turn, Cheryl, with like a back ring weight through the hole, tap that, go across the face of that yellow and tap it in.
I think you could, and I'm wondered if when she got down there if she would see it. Sometimes you see it better from the other end, but
no kidding.
She likes this. She just threw this.
Easy. Yep. Whoa.
Sylvie Robichaud.
No. Yes.
Becky Atkinson calling line. Marie Richard, Jane Boyle. Now. Oh, come on. Are you kidding me? No, it just bends away. And one it is.
Great try.
New Brunswick will get their single. Rushers, one took one, the other the second stone, and just going to curl the wrong way. We're going to go one more. Hooray for Hollywood. It's CTV Oscars Sunday, and it all starts Sunday. And make a note of the time, 6:30 Eastern and 3 Pacific. Mac the Moose. You see it right off the Trans-Canada. And you know right away you are in Moose Jaw. For this year's Scotties Tournament of Hearts, we're tied at 8. New Brunswick still looking to win their first. Quebec comes in at 1-5. And here in this extra, Quebec will have the last rock. They'll have the hammer playing the Redstones. Jane Boyle.
Sylvie Robichaud made a wonderful try at that. It actually had to curl a hair more, and she makes it.
Okay. Good, Jane. In. This way.
Quite a bit of an overcurl there.
5, 6.
Yeah, the guards have been tough on this ice with so much swing.
You got to bring it right back then. We can't
Second appearance for Anne-Marie Filteau.
Right back in the back 12 here.
2012 with Marie-France LaRouche.
Just keep it clean, girls. Keep it clean. You can't be in the 4-foot.
No, it's back 8, back 12. Get on there.
Okay.
Good job, capitalize on that. Yay!
Sylvie's calling for the second guard. That's the right play. As you know what Quebec is up to, they're going to start peeling here whenever they get the chance.
Left. Go there, Sylv. It's probably going to be close to a 2.
Like here?
No. It might be right beside it.
You don't want to set up a double. Brushers have to make a decision. Is it short or past it? Get some separation.
You want to go right beside it? No, it's too late.
No. Okay.
Cut 4. Top 8 is good. J'avais 110.
Nice balanced delivery.
Mine's better.
It's easier to get your speed, I find, if you're not wobbling or your knee has to slow you down or your weight's on your broom. And it's less to worry about.
Slight overlap on those center guards now, too.
There is. They tried to make a decision last minute to either get them even or take it in tighter to the 12-foot, but it was just too late. It ended up stopping on them.
I got like 14.5 on that one right there.
Just back 4.
Boy, that slid just like Marianne's did on the other sheet. Sometimes they'll grab a little bit. That didn't, and that is not where you want that rock. This could be the winning point right here if this is made really good. Tough for Quebec to deal with it.
7. Yes. Hard.
Marie and Sylvie have been together a long time. They were together on that 08 provincial team. A couple of mixed as well. And that'll over curl.
That's a pretty easy double peel, but if we can get here right now, it's pretty good.
Top 8. It's good.
Wow.
Yeah, sure.
Interesting. You really want to peel those if you hammer. But I understand what they're saying, that you peel it, there's a wall, they make it perfect. But with these stones, you should be able to jam them out of there.
Lots of room.
Yeah, they're pretty lively.
What would you do, Cheryl?
I'd open it up.
Yeah, I hear you.
It's early enough. You'll get a few chances if they make a great freeze on those.
Still no line.
2 on the 4-foot.
Third straight appearance at the Scotties for Brittany O'Rourke the last 2 years with Allison Ross.
Go, 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 go. Hard. Hard, everyone. Go, go, go. Push hard. Hard. Okay.
Team New Brunswick can walk one right into Shot Rock frozen guarded now.
What do we think over here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Whenever you're in doubt, I know there was a bit of a wall there, but if you're in doubt as a skip, pretend you're the other skip.
7-8.
Right.
That always helped me, and it's like, what does Sylvie want you to do? Well, she wants you to leave those guards out there.
Really good. Yep. Yep. Hard. Hard. All the way, girls. Hard. Hard.
It's not heavy.
Hard. Hard, hard, hard. Hard. Hard, 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 hard. It's good.
That?
Yeah, half
It's
a
a
rock.
really strange situation because
You gotta make sure that rolls off. Which way? This way, or do you want to throw the other?
all of a sudden New Brunswick can't get in there at this
Okay,
point.
I'm fine with this.
Yeah. Let's go, Britt. Feel.
Clean. Yep. Clean. Yep.
Brittany O'Rourke,
Hard. You gotta go hard.
get them both.
Hard.
And then she'll leave her shooter there.
Okay, Brett.
Still a
Straight
great
back,
situation for New
yeah.
Brunswick.
I'd say back 8, wait.
Pardon? I don't know if she said back 8.
Just
maybe?
tap that yellow one straight up.
Or even a little high side and kick the red over a bit.
Touch heavier on this
It
side.
is,
For
'cause I got
future
60
reference.
something on
Yeah,
Marie's.
I did too.
So
50?
that can't be right.
That's 69 on Marie, so.
I think it's the same for me with my splits.
Whoa. 7?
It'll curl, I think.
Wait for
7?
it. You gotta
Not
wait
yet,
for
though.
it.
Not going
You
yet.
gotta wait for it.
8.
Still wait. 7?
There it is.
Yep.
Close. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Hard. Whoa, 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 whoa. Yep.
No, not quite.
Good.
Just waited on it for the weight or for the line.
Kind of think we have to try to do that.
Okay.
Oh boy. Yeah, we talked earlier, but you hate to guard, but now
They don't have a lot.
Simple here.
my worry now would be
Well, wait.
they're trying to double these off, but where does that one go? If it comes straight back here,
That's good.
Yeah.
Yep.
that's trouble for Quebec.
Let's go.
I think that's what they called too, isn't it?
They did. Yep.
Even dead on, it'll redirect off the red straight back.
Yep.
You might be throwing the one for the other province here.
Yep. You got it, girls. Yep.
Whoa.
Yep.
Whoa.
Amelie Blais.
Ooh, it did. It moved it.
Okay, that's
It
fine.
kicked off the other one and got the spin. It actually worked.
That worked out pretty good.
I thought they were trying to high side across the top.
This one fit?
Sort of a smile.
You could use our own. That's what I kind of.
I think we got to come in this way, don't we?
Yeah, we can.
It's there now.
Yeah.
Quebec
Maybe just back
sitting the one.
to move it off the button.
I think we just throw a 7. Let the sweepers.
Yeah.
Problem is still that red one just behind the tee.
And the guards.
Yeah. That's the other problem.
Yes. And there is an in-off on that yellow for somebody, either team. Keep an
Not
eye
too
on-
flat.
I don't think so.
All right.
You have to throw it pretty hard. Rebecca would love to be shot here, but you can't throw it hard enough that you bounce off.
Rebecca Atkinson.
No. No. Whoa. No. Whoa.
It'll go.
Whoa.
In a fourth straight appearance.
Yep. Go now. Hard.
The last three with Andrea Crawford. All the way down. And push it back and just roll off, sitting for the moment. Shot Stone, New Brunswick.
I had 70%. Okay, thanks. Same shot?
No, well, I was thinking this. Oh. Oh, I guess that leaves that, though. You could do that.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking that, like, what do you want to do, try the double peel?
Yeah, we might be able to. Just gotta keep it open for you.
Yeah.
Like half
Yeah,
a
I
rock,
guess
and we might, you know,
long as
jam
you-
on
okay.
yellows.
Just make it.
Yeah? You okay with that?
Yeah.
Because I think if I miss a draw now,
Well, yeah.
it's kind of...
Either way, but as long as you like this.
Yeah.
That's what they'd love to do, and as you heard them say, we want to open it up for you. The other option would be the shorter version.
Let's go, girls.
It'd be easier, but if you miss it, then you do leave a dangerous rock.
Sorry? Yeah, peel. It's a double peel across.
You like
If
that
you
ice?
don't make the double peel, I think Sylvie's just going to weld one right in there.
What? Okay. Why don't you weld one in there first if you go back?
They talked about it, and I think it's visually intimidating. It's dead buried, and it's there because we just watched Becky do it. But
because the other thing is too, Cheryl, I like that center, that guard is that's sitting just off center line, top of the 12. That one they just touched there. Isn't that far a raise? So I'm just thinking if you go in, get in there first, put a second one in there, and then if you really need to pound something back, that one's still available to you.
But you'd have to be shot, I think. Vic.
Okay.
Yeah, and I think the issue is if you didn't make that shot, they now weld one around. You never get another chance at the forefoot. So it's a great shot opening it up.
This rock here might be used for Quebec if they can throw it hard enough into that area. So it all depends on what New Brunswick does with their last shot. I assume it's a guard here.
Sylvie Robichaud.
Mine's pretty good. 3. Might over curled. Where?
Played in a couple of
No.
Canadian
You're
mix
gonna be over here.
and skipped both times in those Canadian mix. Won a bronze medal.
Losing line here.
Stay with it. Might as well guard this one so the next time.
No.
The guards are just so tough. You've got to throw that little extra rotation kind of set on it. But when you do that, sometimes you add weight. So you see that happen a lot on guards where you over curl.
And if you play in a lot of straight ice, which Sylvie does, you can get away with a softer release. Not here.
Shot Stone is wide open.
Didn't get quite out to it. Didn't start though. I didn't think.
The key here, though, is you have to stay high. You roll somewhere, you're in trouble.
So you want this right on the nose?
Yeah, I think that'd be a great shot, or partly rolled right to the line would be nice. Something that New Brunswick can't freeze to. You could even throw like soft weight here too. Just bump it.
Close, yep.
Clean.
Close.
Yep.
Lauren Mann.
Yeah, blind.
Clean.
Yeah.
O'Rourke.
Yeah.
Filto.
Whoa, girls, whoa!
Sit right there. Bang. Oh, and they got that little roll towards the center line.
What a shot.
Really nice shot.
She just has the in off.
The double might be there, Cheryl, with soft weight. It's a long guard, but yeah, it's either that or the in-off, I think.
Oh, this was beautiful.
Very nice.
Good line calling.
Probably freeze, but I could She just has
I think this is easier because I'm not even sure you can get to shot. Like you have to be. I don't think you can get shot.
I don't think so
drawing.
I like the double and then maybe draw against.
I don't think I
This
see
is
enough
there.
of it for the double, Maddie.
Huh?
I don't see enough of it to get the double.
You see it all.
I think you got to do this, guys.
Yeah, you see it all. It's there. You'll be shot for sure. It might not go all the way out, but.
Yeah, the other one is the hit and roll is a tough one, isn't it?
I don't really think so. Don't you just kind of like run right into here?
I think you run right into here and you might use that one. Because it's rolling like this.
Right.
Wouldn't the draw be easier and put it in there?
You can't get in there with
I
the
don't
draw.
think. It will come, but I think
She can see all of it for the
The
double.
Absolutely.
I don't think.
I think what happens,
I don't think it
Cheryl,
really matters.
Sylvie's saying the double's not there because normally with a double
Do
you
I
throw
see
normal
all
weight or
of it?
peel weight, but you don't need to throw that kind of
No.
weight. Just move them out of the forefoot.
With
And
like
that double's
10?
there all day.
Guard's pretty long.
I love the double. You make the double and just stay right there, and it's not an easy shot.
Or you play the one you're more comfortable
I
with.
like that, but you got to throw the one you want to throw, so I'm good with either. Whichever one you think you can make.
Enoch's there with peel weight.
Yeah, go down there and look at it if you want. You got a minute 30.
I think you're right, Rush.
I
She
just
just
think this is
doesn't
natural
feel
because
the
if you hit
double is
anything less
there
than
because
half, but-
she's
Yeah,
thinking
yeah.
Maybe not.
hit weight. You could bring it down a little bit.
You could probably throw hit weight and over curl a double with that long
What do you
guard.
like?
She still
Double.
has.
Do you want to come down here and hold? Do you want to come down here and call the ice or?
Yeah.
Yeah, really good, Rebecca. That's, a lot of
Actually,
times
Sylvie, you
you
don't
haven't
have
decided
time.
on the shot, and then you
Okay.
need to go back down and reset for
Sorry.
the ice.
Make up your mind.
Yeah, they couldn't afford it. They have enough time. They've taken their time out, and they're under a minute
You're gonna need a
now.
little less. Yeah. Well,
So she's elected
Just
to play
10.
the double.
okay.
We've called the ice from here, and we're down under 40 seconds now. Final Stone looking to make this double,
Gotta go.
and gotta go.
Whoa!
So Boyle, Richard,
Yeah.
very close. Here comes that guard looking to make the double. Here comes that guard. Here comes that guard. Sit right there. Get them both. Tap him back. And lovely shot.
That's a beauty. Just a beauty.
When you rush two on top of it and
Yeah.
icing from the other end, great shot.
No problem making it curl here.
Oh, sorry, I didn't realize.
Almost
when I told you to come
missed
down
it.
that you only had 55 seconds left.
Just gets that second shot by a fraction.
Good throw.
This is a tough draw now. You could tap again, Cheryl. I think I'd be.
Can I throw a 90?
It's almost half open with a long guard.
Okay.
Yeah, and you just saw it with full
90 is
hit
good.
go.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that was a great shot.
We watched the problems with Nova Scotia, the sheet beside, where if it hangs, it's fast. If it doesn't hang, the brushers can't get it there.
They called their timeout because they were, in fact, so tight with time. They needed that extra 90 seconds. 75% on her 9 draws so far in the game. And needs to grab the button with her last.
On the tee.
Lauren Mann. Right now it's a win number 1 for New Brunswick.
Really hard, girls. Go,
O'Rourke.
really hard.
Filto. And she is going to come up light, and New Brunswick is going to win their first. Terrific last shot by Sylvie Robichaud to make the double. Under pressure with time running out. And she will pick up win number 1. And Quebec will fall to 1-6. And so there are now no winless teams. But we still have our 2 undefeated. Team Canada 1 off the pace. Saskatchewan 2, and then the battle is on to try and chase down Saskatchewan. Reminder that Kathy, Brian will be with you at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. They'll feature Marianne Arsenault against Jennifer Jones. That's when we join you again for Draw 11 from here in Moose Jaw. Saskatchewan wins 6-5 to go to 4-2. The Scotties Tournament of Hearts is here on Canada's sports leader, TSN. Sports Center is next.